Welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday. Oof. Oof. Always doing everything to the last minute. That's how we do things in RLS. Homo, thank you for the £5. I think that's £5 or €5 super chat. Keep up the awesome work. Appreciate it. Oh man, talk about work. It's been a wild week. With me today in this amazing, probably borderline historical live stream, we have Shift Tab. How you doing, Shift Tab?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for everybody to see the updates.
Yep. And of course, we have Tristan to help explain a lot of the busy work he's been working on.
What's up, guys? What's up? Excited to show it all off.
All right, so let's get some housekeeping out of the way first. Let's start with this public hotfix. And actually, before we start with that, let's start with a few little updates we've done. So, if you have a keen eye to Patreon, we just released a next version career collection 4.5. Added a few new things from the BeamNG repository, some of our favorite mods that came out recently, and some other mods that we have found that we've just loved. And with that, we've always, I guess back in the day, we had this career collection that didn't have any mods that are actually from the BeamNG repository. They contained some hidden mods, some paid mods, like the Talking Baths tire pack, things like that. That has its own standalone little collection now, and that is available also on the Patreon for free. Both of those are going to be free things. Expect the RLS career collection repo version to get updated here in the next couple of days. Okay, got that out because I was afraid I was going to forget that. Let's talk about everybody here in chat. How's everyone doing? We got Thomas in first place so far that I can tell. Says hello. Second place, Street OS. Probably a nice stream to freeze too. It must be cold maybe where you're at. And third, Simeon, good to see you. Yay, more business work. Oh, is there more business work? There is a ton of business work. In fact, we actually should start walking back this way. Okay, let's see if we can welcome everybody to chat. Here we go. Welcome, Musta, Martins, Eline, Tomo, Benjamin, Not Mac, Shift Tab, Sir Dan, good to see you. Go check him out on Twitch. Let's see, we got a lot of repeats. Everyone's still filing in. McGrory, good to see you. Draven, always good to see you. Aloni, good to see you. And Dawson, okay, we're still scrolling. Holy cow. Somewin, welcome. Own the Banks, good to see you. Good to see you. AJ, good to see you. Evan, it's been a while, Evan. Feels like it's been a while. Feels like it's always a while between the live streams. We got Lemonade, Peak. This is gonna be rough reading all these. Oh my gosh. Boest, Coconut. Oh, okay, this chat forced me back down. Hello, everybody. Harry, Lonely, Colonial, Mage, Elliot, Nizdo. I'm just reading whatever letters I see. I should stop before I get in trouble. Okay, let's start with the public hotfix. There's been some issues with some saves. We have worked out a public hotfix. Anything you want to speak to that on, Tristan?
Really, the main point is that some people were having an issue when they went into their saves, that all their saves would be missing and they'd get this Lua error. That was fixed. Also, I think I found the culprit of the issue, so that should be good. Shouldn't happen anymore anyway. On that, also, repo missions were fixed. There was an issue where sometimes your missions weren't generating or you'd be stuck in a loading state. That should be fixed now. So those are the two main things, but autosave thing was big enough to determine that we should just send out a hotfix now because we're not going to release this business stuff for another 2 weeks at least.
At least. There's so much work going on, and with how much we've been getting done, it's been an absolutely crazy experience. It's been, I think, 2 straight weeks of nonstop work, and so eventually we're gonna have to refuel, hit the brakes a little bit, but we have a lot to show off today. Let's start though with Pepper Valley. So Pepper Valley is finally getting another update. Did that wrong. There we go. So couple few things, nothing crazy. We're gonna have a little bit of fun, and then we're gonna get into the massive business update. Let's go ahead and get Dr. Surge here started. Sure it doesn't stall. Okay, definitely stalled. I haven't driven this in seasons. It's been forever. There we go. Oh, definitely likes to stall. So one of the first things we got done is the drag strip. Excuse me. So excited. So we have the working drag strip now. At the lights function, the scoreboard all the way at the end functions. So it's finally The road close signs are gone. I'm going to do a quick little pass here. Hopefully we don't stall on the line too bad. Yeah, I'm just going to try to stay on the throttle a little bit as we creep in. Here we go. We're staged on the trans brake. Here we go. Not bad. Tractor surge here isn't really not really that fast now that I think about it. There we go, an 864, just like all the other drag strips. Now we also added a little adjustment here. Towards the end, there's a lot of complaints about how short the runway is, and it is a really short runway. That's kind of the uniqueness about this Pepper Valley drag strip, is it has a very short shutdown, which means you can't bring the fastest cars here. Also, the surface is a little looser than your typical prep surface. But we went ahead and added this little sand area, so that way if you fly off, at least you have a few more extra feet to stop. It's pretty deep sand, however, you can still go up and over, so it might be just worse. So there you go. Drag strip updated. I see someone said, "Hey Bella." Is Bella in the chat? Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Oh, new profile picture. Didn't recognize it. Welcome, Bella. Good to see you. Cars for Live. Good to see you. 1370. I don't think I should say your name, but I love it. That's hilarious. He says, "I really need a new PC. 2.5.3 feels like it wants to blow up my potato laptop on West Coast." It absolutely can make that happen. At least that feeling happen, I should say. All right, let's hop in this off-road truck, because now we're going to talk about some new things that you probably didn't see coming here in Pepper Valley. All right, we have so many questions too. Shift Tab or Tristan, if you guys see any questions that we should address, feel free to interrupt me. This chat's scrolling so fast, it's hard to keep up. Let's head over to the sand area. So this little truck here is something we bought just recently. I just threw lifted springs on it and some sand tires. We're going to the dunes. Check out the sandy bits. Stop sign here. We're going to ignore that. I really haven't driven this truck yet. I just made sure that it held its boost. Okay, it looks like it's a completely auto transmission, so we might hear a lot of limiter today. Hey, Justin Revs, good to see you. You like the music? Good, because you can hardly hear it. Let me know too about the audio levels, of course, if there's any issues with that. We just got our transitions actually having sound now, so hopefully those are not too loud. There's not really a whole lot of adjustment on the fly I can do or see what it's registering at. All right, do a rally, man? I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I will say there is no additional rallies. There are a couple fixes. Maybe I pull up the list here of fixes. Oh, I didn't schedule this. Oh, so here, how about this? Let me pull over. Whoops. We're just gonna release the public into silver. Oh, dang it, I wasn't watching. All right, let's just release this now. There you go. Okay. Truck's taking on some damage just from a little bit of reading. There's a few bug fixes. One of the big ones is the Irwindale. Irwindale had some really goofy stuff going on that has now been fixed. So if you're into drifting, the Irwindale track is now revised up to the latest version that we ran our FDRP stuff on. We did buff the off-road racetrack. Felt like it wasn't giving enough money for that, for how much damage you can easily take on. And yeah, we adjusted it for kind of got the drag strip working. Can't say if we fixed it, we didn't finish it. Now we're going to check out the last two things we've added to Pepper Valley. I don't know how much more Pepper Valley is going to get. Actually, I have an idea. I'm hoping for a lot of stuff. Vision Devin with the $5 super chat. Good to see you. I can't believe you spent all that money on a wheel just to play on controller anyway. Honestly, I was sitting here thinking about the same thing. I know, Tristan, you're in the market for a Moza at some point.
Yeah, probably just to do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. One of those things you want so badly until you get it and you're like, okay, cool. Now I'll use it occasionally. But yeah, people always say, oh, let me pull out my wheel, and they act like it's a chore, but it really is for some reason. I don't know why. Just plugging in, I have mine set up to where all I have to do is plug in one USB and then move the whole stand. It's not that heavy, it's not that crazy. It's not light, but it's just, I can scoot a chair and a bunch of stuff on it.
That's 2 steps.
It's 2 steps, and that's 2 steps too far. This is a terrible truck for the trail we're on. You know what? Let's just hit the desert. That's gonna be softer on this truck.
You know, we'll talk about 2 steps, but then we'll do hundreds of hours of work towards a mod. So
Exactly. Every week.
yeah.
I mean, combined efforts, I gotta say, we have to be, I know we're in triple digits, but like, how deep into the triple digits? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Your R21 has been collecting dust for like 6 months. Okay, so Devin's in the same boat as us. Hopefully you're doing good, Devin. I know this year's been pretty crazy, especially the second half, and we haven't talked much, but I think I'm hoping for some time this holiday season to just, I might spend a day just to play, you know? Just spend a day to play.
A good day would be great.
Yep. Okay, so here we are. Serdan says I can feel my spine turning into mashed potatoes on those bumps, for real. So we have added a little kind of sand dune drag area. This was heavily inspired by all the, I can't remember the exact location. I can't remember what it's called either as a name, but you know, Cletus has a lot of videos with his sand dune wheelie rail thing. And I wanted a space to do that as well. So kind of smoothed out a bunch of these sand dunes, added 2 drag strips. We'll go all the way down and all the way back. This first one is a 1/4 mile. So we'll go ahead and do this. Again, this truck is not really built for it, but it does have 1800 horsepower, some paddle tires, and a trans brake. So we should be decent. We're just going to watch that radiator temp because I have no idea what it's going to do. Let's go ahead and do a pass here. Can't manually switch up gears, which is fine. We're doing good. And this one's fun because right at the end, you start to lose a little bit of downforce there. 10 seconds in the 1/4 mile, $4,000. Not bad. Not bad. Very respectable. Now going back, you'll notice a little bit longer. That's because we have a 1/2 mile sand dune dirt drag area. So Justin said to use a wheel. Just kidding. Play how you enjoy it most. You know, that's the thing is like using a wheel is so much more immersive, but it's almost a layer too deep because it takes so much work, right? You're actually really simulating the driving experience, and sometimes I just want to be more of a couch potato and just sit and play. So it's fun. I think if I get my VR working a little bit better, I think I'd enjoy it a little bit more. Glamis, exactly. That's what it is.
Might as well be all the way.
That's right. Glamis is the place I was thinking about. Yes, thank you, Augustin. And good to see you. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen that name. And hello, Joe. I think that's Joe Junk himself. Good to see you. It's so fun we have this community, man. All these people have contributed stuff in the past and hung out and just part of the, not just the career community, but almost the RLS career community, right? It's pretty cool. Oh, and Aero Racer? Man, OGs in the chat. Corey says, is my DFA pack out of date or is it overall just breaking it? Great question. That's a question for Justin, honestly. All right, let's do this 1/2 mile track. Here we go. That radiator temp's already kind of creeping up. So on the way back, the sand is a little bit more pocketed, and you'll probably start to feel that. It does smooth out a little bit more once you get to the top end here. Now this one has a tricky shutdown because it shuts down pretty much right as you crest this hill. There you go. You gotta be hard on the brakes and be on them early. We did run a 15-second 1/2 mile for $5,000. Obviously, always still balancing those prices, so let us know what you think. Let's head back. We have one more thing to talk about. It is a family. You're right, Thomas. Oh, man. I'm so excited for the next thing. I'm excited for everything we're showing off, but we have so much to talk about. It's been such a good week. All right. So if we look over here, I went with the biggest sand dune and made it a little bit bigger. But we can't have all this sand and not have some good old Middle Eastern Dubai sand hill climbs, right? So this is what these are for. We have 3 options. They're pretty similar, so nothing too crazy or different. And so let me go ahead and line up and we'll do a pass. Oh, okay, we started a little late, didn't get trans brake. Again, 1800 horsepower, should have no problem up this. Here we go, over the line. Now you gotta be careful on the going too fast. Definitely costs you a lot if you get it wrong. I should have let off a little earlier. So that's probably the trickiest part about this sand dune area is that you gotta stop. You gotta stop before you get to the very top. But all that money we've earned and it's probably all going back into the truck. So I think it's pretty fair. Pepper Valley, it's out now, out into beta. Hopefully seeing one of its later betas. I don't know. There's a lot we want to redo. So I don't know, Pepper Valley is one of those maps that I've worked on for so long, and at first it was never intended to go further than it was, and then we added career to it, and now there's just so many more plans for it. All right, before we move on, the big business update. Shift Tab, Tristan, did I miss anything from the chat? Any questions that we need to address before we head over there?
I don't think so. Not on my end.
Nothing too crazy.
Pepper Valley is in silver, not gold. So Pepper Valley is in the silver Patreon. Let me go ahead. I'm going to reset. Go ahead.
I was going to say, a good way to think of it is that we have made silver exclusively for maps.
That's right. I'm going to go ahead and reset my game. I always like to do that going in between saves. Appreciate it, Collie. Man. Here we go. I don't know if they're ready, Tristan. Remember
Well,
remember how long ago it was we talked about planning for all this stuff? Really wasn't that long ago.
I don't think we ever planned
Well, wait.
it to be this deep.
No, not at all. Not even close. Or to get this much done this quickly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so-
we talked about businesses for the longest time. I think we talked about business, in like March? April?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It was never going to look like this. So real quick, one little change you're going to see, I believe that went out in the beta version, is these updated pictures by Shift Tab. So he's changed the thumbnails, or I don't know if you call them thumbnails, little tile cards for your different saves, depending on which map you're in. So for instance, we were just in Pepper Valley. So there's a new updated Pepper Valley picture. West Coast looks phenomenal. Utah got updated, and Italy did as well with their profile pictures. There's a Utah one. I don't know if I have an Italy. I have an Italy somewhere way back here. There's more Utah. I really have one Italy. There we go. There's an Italy. So I don't think Hiroshi got the update. Maybe we'll probably get it one day. But yeah, great job, Shift Tab. You did fantastic. These look awesome.
Thanks.
As you guys know too, Shift Tab makes all the thumbnails and art that you see that RLS crew overall puts into stuff. So all the pictures, all the thumbnails. I'm gonna load into this special Raceless stream save that Shift Tab himself prepared for us. I'll wait for what surprises are in store here.
Sorry for this one.
Oh, that's what you said. You're really excited. I'm gonna be really nervous.
Maybe you should be. Maybe you should be. I don't know.
All right. Looks like there's some questions. Talking about the savings account, does it actually work like a savings account with interest added over time? No, not yet. I'm not sure exactly what we plan on doing with that, but probably something similar. Justin Rev says the amount of saves that I have gives him anxiety. You should see Tristan's. I think Tristan, you kind of reset somewhat recently.
No, I didn't reset recently. No. I'm at 208 though.
Yeah. I reset it probably like 3 months ago, I think. 2 or 3 months ago. And or actually ever since 37 came out.
Sir Dan asks, will East Coast be considered?
So, not really, for a couple of reasons. One, I don't think, personal opinion, I don't love the East Coast map. I'm from the East Coast. I think they did good. I think it's kind of old and outdated, and it doesn't really capture the East Coast vibe that I'm used to. I will say, though, and I always... Wait, hold on, I have his name right here. Jay Polis. I can never say it. I would say Jalopus or something. Jay Polis has made his own RLS career-compatible East Coast map, and so if you want to check that out, he has a Patreon. Maybe Shift Tab, you can find a link for that somewhere. He did
on his Patreon.
He did a lot of really good work on East Coast. He also has Jungle Rock, and because East Coast isn't really doesn't get me super excited, as well as he already made a good version. I don't think there's a need for us to do one as well. Fun fact, he has bus routes in his, actually, which Tristan, I've been meaning to talk to you about. That's something we could do. And hopefully Jay Polis and I can have a phone call here soon, because we have some things we want to share, some knowledge we've gathered and share with each other. So, all good stuff.
Okay.
There you go. Shift Tab is linked to the Patreon for Jay Polis and the East Coast map. So take a look at that. There's a few other creators that have made RLS compatible maps. So there's just a search away. All right. Well, good. Tristan.
literally named someone, I guess, said, "Why is that many saves even possible or justifiable?" I just laziness to delete them and recreate so many saves. That's it.
Yeah, most of what we do is
One at a
testing.
time.
You know, I mean, that's just
Exactly.
a lot of times it's easier to start a new save and test it versus go into an
A
old
lot of
one.
things need new saves.
Yeah, well, we normally break them, don't we, along the way?
Yeah, and then I could always try to fix them after I break them to be like, okay, why did it break?
Yep. Can you please make the Baja 1000 better in West Coast? Good to see you, Bones. The Baja 1000 better in West Coast. Do we have a Baja 1000 in West Coast?
I actually don't know.
Not named Baja 1000.
You know, it's funny. I think we talked about that.
Yep. Someone mentioned Nürburgring RLS. Holus makes that. HOLAS.
That's right, Hollis, yeah. All right, so quick little thing I want to show off that I'm really excited for. I've been pestering Tristan to do this for a couple times now. If you go to a computer, for those that have big garages, here we go. My vehicles. Doesn't look that different. Or is it? We now have drop downs for every garage your vehicle is in. And they're organized by garage. So you don't want to see your seal brick street garage? Boom, hit that drop down. Boom. This was kind of one of those like, hey Tristan, can you do this real quick? And he did it real quick, and this is gonna make such a difference. Like, oh, you know what? What's in this garage? Oh, these are the cars I can play with on this map in this garage. I'm super excited about this. I love this. This is great. Okay, so we're gonna keep this truck out because Tristan or Shift Tab built this truck just for us. Is there anything I'm missing other than should we just head over to the shop? I think we just head to the shop.
Head over, yeah.
All right, here we go. Joe, I'm not. This isn't a career save we play with. This has been prepared by Shift Tab quickly to be injected with money and well, some XP. We'll just leave it at that for now. Man, this thing whines.
Evan said how you feel racist. You're like, all right, I don't need anything else. This is great. I bought the drop downs.
That's it. Show's over. Thanks for watching. Man, talk about what is this, supercharger? Why is this whining so much?
Supercharger. It's loud. It's a good supercharger. It's big, you know.
1700 horsepower.
Sniper makes a good point.
Oh my gosh, what is this? I have no brakes. No, you monster. I have no brakes. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm still alive after figuring that out. Oh my goodness.
That took you longer than I expected, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't. I just went to like slightly hit him, and it was like nothing. I have a manual at least? Okay, I do have manual mode. All right, we're gonna get there. What kind of aircraft am I driving here? Why is there a Dyson vacuum attached to your truck? Exactly.
Something you might not pick up too. It's only front wheel drive.
My brakes, I forgot. It's only front wheel drive?
With a lock diff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let me at least turn on CK so I have something to enjoy on the way here. Get this graphics changed over. Whew. So nice. It is front wheel drive. It's so hard to get the wheels to wind down. Oh my goodness.
You do have park to your aid, so you can just slap it in park if you need to.
That's good. Good to know. Do I have a trans brake? Oh, I got a trans brake. Oh, we're good. You didn't think about that, did you? No. Oh, this is something special. This is awful.
Should have seen it with a livery that was on it before.
Yeah, I had to take that one off. What was that, Tristan?
Maybe update the topic.
Ah, good idea. Good idea. We're not talking about Pepper Valley. We're talking about the business update. Oh, it's so hard to drive a welded front diff, no brake truck and switch the topic. Okay, we're gonna take the short way there for obvious reason. All the gears. Nice. I'm not sure if it's me or there's something wrong with downloading more favorites pack. It says there's 140 mods, but I get stuck at 138. So sometimes, it shouldn't get stuck on the retry, but sometimes some mods do not. Well, for various reasons, they kind of get taken out of the repository. And so that's probably what's happening, is that there's a mod or two that the pack is saying, hey, go get, and it can't get. However, I haven't been having that happen to me, so I'm not sure. Maybe you already have it. You have the issue too, shift tab?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just won't download those
Maybe-
extra 2 months, and you can't see them in the pack either. So I think you were right in regards of it being removed from replay.
Gotcha.
Maybe Raceless has an updated version that he hasn't pushed to the public yet.
Well, I do have an updated version that I did push to the public, but I removed just some things, but I don't think I fixed any issues like that. I didn't remove anything that I don't know what's been removed per se. I have to really comb through it.
I guess you actually still have them.
I guess, yeah, probably. Actually, yeah, probably. Okay, yeah, definitely don't want to take the scenic route. I think we're ready. In fact, let me stream to the call so you guys can see it live. If it slows down the stream, we'll stop it. This was working before. I will...
Just
Not-
turn on the resolution.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you the 1440, sorry. And you're going to get 30 FPS. There we go. Okay. Oh. There's nothing else we want to talk about, right? Outside this computer, right?
No.
Okay. Okay. I
That's
swear,
one thing
the
is
computer?
No.
I feel like there's
The computer
something.
moved, right?
What was that?
Yeah, the computer moved. No.
The other computer has moved. Look at that. Those with a good eye, laptop has changed locations. Helps a little bit. I don't think it actually solved the problem we were trying to solve.
I would actually have to say that be very wary about using that computer. I would recommend not using it, and we are probably going to remove it.
Yeah, it causes funny issues depending which way you're looking. So I always work off this one. This one seems to work better. Okay.
You can always walk up anyway.
All right, we gotta get them what they want. I don't know how else to say that without sounding sexual. All right, open tuning shop. Here we go. Just gonna let you guys look for a
There it
second. Just take a look. Man, looks so good. You already got stuff working too. Great save. Shift tab. Great save. Let's start with jobs. We have a lot of jobs available. Yeah, 6 jobs, 7. Wow, I've never been this far. Lots of jobs available because we have lots of XP and money. And we've used said money and XP, or really Shift Tab has, for this. Skill trees. You ready? You ready? Let me zoom out. Check it out. It's not perfect yet, and there's some things coming soon. But we have a giant skill tree with 3 branches: quality of life, automation, and shop upgrades. I don't know if we want to go through all of these, but there's some amazing ones here. Some of the exciting stuff you're probably seeing is text, right? Well, here we go. Let's go to the text tab. We have 4 techs working for us right now that are actually doing the building and upgrading of the vehicles. There's so much to talk about here and unpack. Tristan, I want to start with you. Talk to us about the techs and some of what we're seeing going on here.
Okay, yeah. So when a tech actually starts working, basically what they do is what we determined is the best way for anyone to actually start doing this. So what they first do is they drive the vehicle over to the event. Let's say, for example, the short track. They drive there, they run the event, they drive back. Once they drive back, they do a build process, which is a flat 15 minutes unless you have some other skill upgrades called faster techs. And they also have build costs, which is what you're seeing here. You're seeing build cost, and that is how much it costs them to build the vehicle. After they do that, they go and do a validation run. So after validation run, you go there, test it out, make sure they get the time. If you get the time, you win. But they actually have a really low chance of getting that done. So if they don't get it on that first one, they need to go then and upgrade the vehicle. So then they get a second chance, the build cost goes up, but they have another try to do it. And it's kind of like this big loop. It explains it in the skill tree. Anyone who gets the beta will be able to go in there and see all the fine details. But yeah, techs have this like interesting loop where sometimes they could finish early, sometimes they could finish late. I wouldn't want to say that you're not going to have them fail, because you probably will have them fail.
Yeah,
that's why you're going to want to get skill tree upgrades pretty early on.
Yep. Especially at the beginning. Techs are a little flaky at the very beginning. Devin, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says that skill tree needs to be horizontal like in KSP. I'm not sure what KSP is.
Kerbal Space Program.
Oh, yeah, I haven't played that one. Sergeant said absolutely we're right. Compared to last week, it's a lot more in it for sure. Absolutely. Evan says, I'm gonna say it again, but this is all I need. You're done, Raceless. Appreciate it. Oh man. So yeah, it's a huge endeavor. And this is kind of just the part. Let's go through the skill tree. Let's go through the skill tree a little bit. Okay, on the right side, one of the first things you can unlock is towing, allow you to tow your vehicles. You then have lift number 2, which adds the ability for a second worker to work at the same time as the first worker. Makes sense. You have a second lift. It allows you also to have a second vehicle pulled out. And that's for those that really like to have their vehicles pulled out when they're working on them. Maybe you want to take a couple vehicles to the track at the same time on some trailer or something, a little bit more role play involved there. You have part suppliers, which reduce the cost of parts. You have dyno, and that's going to unlock the power and weight statistic stuff we've seen in the shopping cart. Let's go ahead and pull out a vehicle. Let's accept. We'll accept this Hiroshi here. Did I get it? Yeah. Okay. Pull it out. You go to parts here. You can wait a second, and then you have that power to weight that changes live as you're building and tuning the vehicle. A lot more to talk about with that. I'm so excited. It's been so fun working on this, but I can't wait to really play it through, you know. We have cheap tunes. Tunes cost 20% less every time you purchase that, and then eventually they will be free. We have bigger books, which means you can store one more active job. We are max level pretty much on everything here, so that's why we had so many new job offers available to us. We had lift number 3, obviously, which is just another additional lift. Marketing, jobs generate 25% faster. There's 5 levels to that. We have XP gain, so you gain 25% more XP to eventually double your XP, if I understand that correctly. And then finally at the end, we have lift number 4, so you get that 4th lift unlocked. Then you also have solar panels, which has all operating costs be free. So
and you can click on it to show off what the operating costs are, because there's oh man, I didn't actually write it in there.
All these have great information though, and tells you a little bit more about what's going on. There is one place to see the operating cost, right?
There was.
Oh, did it move?
You don't see operating costs. You don't have operating costs.
Oh, right, because I have the solar panels. Right. Okay. We'll talk about that in a second, or see that later. Let's look at the automation tech tree, because that's something that I think everyone's going to be really excited for. This is very much... You can do this fast automotive tuning either early game, which would be kind of hard early game, but it does reward pretty well once you get good at it. You can do it yourself throughout the middle of the game, but you can also just spend a lot of money in XP and dump it in and do a very late game style where it's starting to generate money for you without a whole lot of input. So... up first we have shop techs that are purchasable. Now this is again level 4. All these prices scale. The more you buy it, the higher the next level price is going to be. We have faster techs that 5% faster build time each time you purchase that upgrade. Reliable chance, which gives a higher chance of success. Event retries, which is huge. Basically, if they go to the drag strip and they don't make it on their first run, they can have a little bit of a cooldown and then do a second run. There's a couple of upgrades for that. The manager, which allows you to auto-assign workers. So now you're really circling that automation loop where now not only do you have to keep running back to assign workers, and you have a manager to automatically do that for you. Then, of course, manager speed. It takes time for the manager to assign workers, so this increases that speed. You have some additional upgrades here. More faster techs, smart techs, which their build cost is cheaper. And then skilled techs, which accept higher tier jobs. Talk about that more in the next branch. And then finally at the very top, we have general manager, which assigns jobs immediately, which is huge. That's a huge increase in speed. And then master techs, which they basically skip one of the steps for building the vehicle. However, it comes at a risk of them not doing it as well the first time. And then you have perfect techs that never fail, which is huge. Because not only will techs fail and drive up the build cost, if they fail too many times, they will auto-abandon the vehicle, which comes at a price, it comes at a cost. So definitely a lot of different strategies you can play here on how to build your automotive empire. Let's go through the last tree here. We have the shop app, which we'll talk about the shop app in just a little bit. We have more complicated jobs. This basically means these are going to be jobs that require faster times or faster quarter mile times. They reward more as well.
That unlocks tier 2 jobs, as we just discussed. So those are tier 2.
Yep. Good point. No hard feelings. Abandoning jobs costs less. That's a huge thing, especially if you need to get rid of some of these jobs. Do we have race and brand recognition already working?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so race recognition is going to increase the chance for a specific race type of your choosing to show up. Then brand recognition also kind of similarly increases the offered chance of a certain brand of vehicle of your choice. So if you want to really zero in on a certain brand doing a certain thing, you can kind of do that with those 2 upgrades. We have a few that are coming soon. We have more complicated, which get more allow again to get that even 3rd tier of more complicated and better rewarding jobs. And then finally, the I give up, where you can abandon jobs for free. And like I said, there's a few coming soon. These are some big coming soons too. Do you want to talk about them at all, or should we just wait till next week?
I do want to mention the last one on that branch does allow you to use your vehicles here. Your own personal vehicles. No spaces, but the ability to use the parts and tuning.
That's right. So very, very huge upgrade, especially as you guys start playing with these parts and tuning menus. You're gonna get really, really hooked on it. Every time I build now, I look for where's my power updating, where's my tuning updating. It's really fun.
I do want to give a disclaimer. The tuning menu is still a little jank. Sometimes when you edit a little bit of something, you get some camber changes. Yep. That'll be ironed out. It's just a little bit confusing, to say the least.
Yeah, it's been the bane of your existence this week.
As I've said, yes.
All right, and then we got the jobs. Inventory's working now. We should probably let's show that off a little bit. So let's go to our car here. Let's go ahead and change. Yeah, let's put some tires on it. Let's put some Cup 2Rs on them. Front and rear. Oh man, I'm not used to these prices because this account is fully decked out. This is nice. A lot cheaper than what they normally are. We're going to purchase those. Go ahead and put a turbo on it too. Why not? We have the money. Let's do maybe this one.
Can I just quickly add, since you've been talking about the skill trees, your workshop techs have made you over $100,000.
Wow. So again, this is very end game. Do we have a final price and what all the upgrades cost? I know we have a ballpark. You remember, Tristan?
It's something a little over $6 million.
Yeah. So don't think you're gonna get 100 grand every 10 minutes right now at the very beginning. It takes a huge investment, and not only investment, time as well, as you have to have XP to unlock a lot of these. You can see here the power has changed, but actually decreased. I guess these turbos run a lower pressure PSI. Let's go ahead and turn up that wastegate 22. It's full bore, all 30 PSI. We should see that power start to change from 589 to the
vehicle.
Did it get a little bugged here? I think because I purchased without putting it back.
That's okay.
Either way, we're going to put that on. I think it will update once I put the car back and bring it back out. Normally works. I would suggest when you do your upgrades, be a little bit deliberate, do it, and then if you have any issues, put your car away, bring it back out, and it should update, except... Oh.
Yeah, okay.
There it is. 784. Okay. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, so now we should have some parts we can sell. So let's go to our inventory. This is really nice because it breaks it down by vehicle. Gives you the condition based off their mileage. You can sell individually or you can just sell them all. So now you're actually getting some money back for working on all these cars as you're replacing parts. There we go.
Thomas does ask a question. Can we start 4 builds at the same time? Only if you have the upgrades for more books and the amount of lifts to spawn the vehicles.
That's right.
So anything is possible. You just need the right upgrades.
Yep. Okay.
Also, for the brand recognition and race recognition, that's in the jobs tab.
Oh, perfect. Oh, look, we haven't even selected ours yet. Oh, I haven't even seen this. Oh, I lost it. Hold on. Okay, so you know what? I want Carbon Works and I want short track. That's my bread and butter. Oh yeah, that's so cool. I love that. That's gonna, hopefully we'll start to see that before we leave this save. Oh man, so fun. Should we show off the last tab?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
so
a fun little tab that I wanted to get.
I love this tab. I love a good line graph. So this gives you your business count amount, how much you're making. This is our all-time. We can go based off the hour. Now this career save is kind of a little weird because we kind of threw it together real quick. Yours will have like a nice dynamic graph showing different points of where you increased money and lost money, things like that. You can see we're kind of raising here as our techs are processing jobs. Of course, that line graph is kind of not exaggerated because of how much money we have. But overall, this is gonna be a really helpful tool to see, you know, at what point after a certain upgrade did you start losing money, what's going on, kind of thing. Additionally, if you go to your bank account or your bank accounts, go to your tuning shop account, it will also show all the things that are going on, all the money going in and out. And finally, let's take a look at that tuning app. Super cool new tuning app. So this is a shop upgrade. This is more helpful than you probably realize. Because so many times you get to the track or whatever event you're going to and you're like, wait, what was my goal? What am I shooting for? And then you say, oh yeah, right, I was going for an 8.4 drag strip on the Hiroshi. Super helpful, especially when you get multiple vehicles going. If you have new jobs you can also accept. It shows you your status of your workers. Oh yeah, we got a Carbon Works. Heck yeah. Very nice. So a lot of what I would almost say playability has been added. It's not just, you know, you have those 3 jobs you can keep cycling through and build cars, but there's a whole gameplay underneath now that is just really fun, and I'm excited to see what people do with it and what kind of loopholes and strategies people find, especially throughout this beta as we try to continue to further develop it. Anything I miss, Kristen? Shift tab?
You know,
I don't think so.
I feel like we really just kind of showed a little bit of it off. The only real way for people to know what it's about is by getting into it and trying it themselves. You know, it's such a big update that I don't think we could explain it well enough.
No.
It just needs to be played.
It really does. And I think it really needs to be played even by us. Like, we really haven't spent a whole lot of time actually playing it. And so towards the end of the stream, probably coming up here soon, I'm going to stay on a little bit longer, start a new save, or maybe we do our playthrough save. Either way, we're gonna play a little bit with the shop stuff. So if you want to hang out later, that'd be cool. I guess the last thing I'd add to this is this really invites the players to try a different way of playing. They drive cars they normally wouldn't. Like, I would probably never drive this SPR. You guys know I never really buy SPRs. However, when you're starting out and you only have a couple job offers, you might say, all right, you know what, let me try to make this faster on the track. And then you'll come to realize, you know, certain upgrades really do help. Some upgrades really don't help. For instance, I'm so used to building just super high horsepower drag builds. But when a customer comes in and says, hey, I'll give you almost 30 grand if you just shave off 2 seconds. Like, whoa, man, I got to figure out a way to maximize that profit. And suddenly you're playing in a whole new mindset, a whole new way, where suddenly sport parts are actually really advantageous because they're a little cheaper, but they get the job done, kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun. Like, for instance, those carbon cars, the F3 and F4 cars, I never play with them because I never do track stuff, to be honest. However, they were really good money because I found out all I had to do is sometimes adjust the tires and I was achieving the goal, and it became really fun to drive them. So a lot of new discovery awaits with this. If you feel like you've been in a rut of playing kind of the same thing or doing the same thing over and over with some different cars, this is really going to open up the horizons for you to try different things. But yeah, that's this week's update, which reminds me, I think it's already out. See, I think the hotfix should already be out. Let me check here. Got so many tabs open. Yeah, everything should be out now. So good stuff. All right. Well, what do you guys want to see? Should we start our new save? Do we want to pick up the playthrough save? I know eventually I'm going to have to buy the shop on that save, so we could go ahead and get started on that. I do have some things I probably don't want you guys to see on there, but if you guys don't tell, maybe we'll be all right. All right. You make a vid teaching us how to use World Editor. Oh man, that's we could. I know that I did a few live streams in the past where I played around, but we could do something like that. That'd be fun. It's hard. Problem is, you just gotta get in and mess with things. You gotta get dirty. You gotta break some things. What are y'all planning in the future of RLS career mode, and what do you think for the future of BeamNG? How's Beam gonna look like? That's a great question. So we have some plans on the RLS side of things. You know, in fact, I'm going to take this out to see if I can do an A4 in the drag strip while we're talking. I don't want to give away all the plans. I would say the business here, there's more plans to go more in depth with it, but also there's plans that kind of depend on it or work well with it is probably the best way I'll put it. We'll take the shortcut. So I think we want to stretch more into kind of more gameplay mechanics in a sense, or things to do rather than maybe quality of life. I think we kind of nailed the quality of life pretty well. There's always more to do, but I think we're really branching into some deeper stuff that we've wanted to do for a while. It just required a lot of time, and these last couple of weeks we've poured the time in. What does the future of BeamNG look like? I don't know. I'm really looking forward to their tire physics. I think that's going to be a big game changer. I at first was a little skeptical of it, but then I've been playing with new tire mods, and they are absolutely amazing. But I can't imagine what changes come. Even in the 037 update, I think they adjusted something of the tires about how they go flat. They don't really pop anymore. They kind of like, you know, they make the cool sound. And they have some grip left. That was already just a big game changer. What about you, Tristan?
Comes Division Devin with his rumors right in front of Kerlopian with his other rumors.
Oh gosh, the rumor mill spilling or spilling. Yeah, what are they saying?
Well, Kerlopian said that he heard that RLS is making a new physics engine for submarine warfare. So I think
Who told him?
Looking into something.
That's too funny.
That's funny. Double-decker car trailer in 38, apparently.
That'd be cool, though.
9 tire model.
Okay.
AI stuff.
We'll see. It says for like an 8.4, by the way. That's a 9.4. Yikes. I kind of want to get into our other save now, though.
I think you should. A little bit of a head start.
Sure, Dan says to get a jump start in the playthrough save. All right, let's do it. Own the Banks, who knows a lot about World Editor, says breaking things is the way. Absolutely. Let's just restart. We're just gonna dive into the old save. I don't know what's laying out. I might have some explaining to do when the save spawns in or whatever, so bear with me. I was getting it set up for the next video, but it's kind of would have to happen after another video and stuff, so things are getting a little out of order. But we'll have some fun. Did you see the teaser? What do you think it is? I want it to be a new trailer. I did see the teaser, and I really didn't know what I was looking at. It looks like it was a bunch of J-beams, and it looks like the different colors probably meant different types of J-beams for vehicles and stuff. I feel like I might have seen some hydraulics or something, but I don't know. Somebody mentioned dump truck stuff, which I thought that was interesting. That'd be kind of cool. I really have no idea what it could be. Our recordings. Oh, we only have 27 grand. I knew I should have saved up more money. We might have to do it the hard way. You still can finance your start to the business, but it's pretty painful to do that. It's pretty hard.
Almost Hunter says, is anyone else not getting any jobs? Just wait. It takes 2 minutes at the start, and sometimes you don't get the initial 3 jobs that you should be getting.
Uncle Lopian knows what it was.
Lopian over here is telling us he knows what it is. Well, then just go ahead and say, come on, man.
If you're so confident, I mean.
You're so confident, you know. You know, we already know. We're just making sure you know.
Yeah. We just want to make sure that we didn't want to be the ones to break it or anything.
Yeah.
That says she was seeing rumors about a dump truck or a garbage truck. Yeah. Car hauler trailer would be pretty cool. I think someone in the chat here said that. That'd be pretty fun.
Dallas asked if there's potential for new challenges. There is, but it's not the main focus. Maybe towards the end of the polish, maybe after the final beta for this up, they will look into maybe adding a little bit of things here and there. But right now, we're just heavy in development on the actual the loop of the new business.
Oh, I gotta look away. Look away. Don't look over there. Don't look over there. That's for a later video. Oh, I can't even. We're gonna have to taxi or something.
You have to walk away and taxi away. Yeah.
Won't hurt.
A little sneak peek won't hurt.
I don't think so.
All right. Should we? Nah. All right. A little sneak peek. There you go. I'm not gonna talk about it. Those that know will know. And it'll give you an idea of what happened. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment to see all my cars in different places. Oh, it's so good. Oh man, that's great. Definitely hide that real quick. Okay, hide that real quick. Okay, we need to go to Belasco City Garage. That's where we need to go. And we should probably put this away. Yeah, that car might look familiar to some of y'all. Put that away. Taxi. Belasco. So, one problem we have is we don't have a lot of money. And I really wanted to start out this business with some money. Let's go to my parts. Sell what we can. That's not a lot. Man.
Here's Jay Polos, which is Jeremy Polos in the chat. He's saying, that's exactly what you said in your come mod with me for Utah. That's what made him start East Coast.
Nice. There you go. Success story. Buy my book. Just kidding.
Watch my streams.
My problem is I don't want to sell any of these, I don't know if I need a tilt deck. That's really not a whole lot of cash. The tow rig actually comes in handy. Can't sell that yet. These are all good. All right, let's just start it the hard way. I wanted to, but we can always sell stuff later. I think we have some loans we can take too, right? Yeah, we got 30 at Belasco, 50 from Money Grab, 80 from Riches, and then 500 we can take from Salmon. So if we need to, worst case scenario, we do not want these loans. If we have to, we can. Let's pull out our wagon. There we go. Understandable. I also want to ask if y'all will do more challenge playthrough videos like the one where you did Joe's Junk Muscle Cars. Definitely on the list. Really excited to do them. We have some plans, and in fact, maybe a little early teaser. Swing by the channel Wednesday morning. We're doing something really special. That's all I'm going to speak to. No, Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Thursday's going to be special too, and Friday's going to be special. We got a holiday week planned. So, yeah.
No sleep for us.
Nope. No. We got to work through the weekend for that one. Let me go ahead and change the sky real quick. Watch this change. Ready? Wait for it. Pop. Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Someone asked, how do you unlock the other banks to loan from? You need to earn a reputation with them.
That's right.
So, some dealers give you reputation. Doing deliveries for dealers will give you reputation. Buying from them will. And some have loans, some don't. And there is a very, very specific seller which gives you reputation for losing money to them.
That's right. So one thing I just thought we were going to do too is we're going to go rent out C-Roy. He's worth almost $500,000, so he rents out for pretty good money. We're going to use that to help us get going on our business. We're still going to have to finance it, but at least we'll have some cash to play with. Oh, you know what? I have money in savings too. Wait, how much money do I have in savings?
This should be over 100.
My bank accounts. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, wait, I already did buy the... Do I have the tuning shop here?
I think you do.
One of the missed things.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we did. Sweet, I'm sorry. I started to cut you off. We already own it. Awesome. Okay, good. Sweet.
Perfect. You already own it.
Been doing so many saves. Yeah.
I did forget to actually make the down payment variable.
Oh, thank goodness. All right, so let's get C-Roy out real quick. Let's make sure our wagons are favorite. We need to bring that back. Where's C-Roy? There you are. Yeah, I totally forgot. We did a whole episode on that, didn't we? Was that the last episode that just came out?
No, we've done 2 episodes on it now, I think.
Really?
Yeah, you bought it 2 episodes ago, and then last episode we
Oh.
started there, and then we moved on to other things.
Look at that. That's crazy. That worries me a little bit, actually, if I'm honest. I don't remember anything.
That's why I'm here.
That's right. We rent this. I will still need the cash for all the upgrades and stuff. Right. Now, the big trick here is to not wreck on your way there. That's the worst feeling.
Mike Offbeat is over here telling me, what is the fix for the Lua error? Thank you for your great description. We need more than that.
And he's probably talking about the save thing. But you know, that's assuming, so I don't know.
Yeah, let's make that assumption. Download the hotfix.
There you go.
Released today on GitHub and Patreon.
Yep. That also means the BeamNG forum page link is linked to the correct one still too. Don't sweat that. Probably need to update the links for map expansions now that you think about it. Oh man, oh gosh. T-Roy is pretty quick. I need to drive him some more. Weave through the traffic a little bit.
Just don't crash. I don't think you have insurance anymore.
Oh, I always keep insurance on C-Roy. Like, I made that mistake one time. Luckily, it wasn't a bad wreck, but it was still really expensive. C-Roy is too expensive to forget insurance on, so I leave insurance on him. Even though I never drive him now. It's not worth that $500,000 loss, or whatever it would end up being. For anybody that has not...
Hotfix is free.
Yep. Yeah, hotfix is public release. For anybody who hasn't got the memo, movie rentals moved to this little toll booth. Some people still ask, where's the movie rentals? That's okay, it's right here. All right, 95 grand for 6 hours. Perfect. Not bad at all. That's a really high one. I think that's about as high as it would get.
Right. I think max is 8 hours, so yeah.
Yeah, and that was a high percentage with that too. All right, so got some money for taxing. Car disappeared. Let's retrieve favorite car. There we go. Let's head back to Fast Automotive. So what upgrade should we get first? What are you guys excited to see? What should we start with? Oh gosh, almost got an accident.
You know, what is the best thing? What's the goal?
I think the goal is automation. However, I know those early techs, you still got to put in work. You know what I mean? They're not the best. I want to run this red light. I'm gonna run the red light. I'm gonna do it. Ah. So I mean, we can make it easier on ourselves. Get some towing. Get the phone app, and like do some actual career or business stuff ourselves. I think that's a good way to do it. But maybe get some workers working in the background.
Depending on how much money you got, maybe you can get the first shop tech, the first reliability upgrade, and then the event retries. That gives you a pretty good chance that they don't fail.
Retries is huge.
I think that's around 100k, so it's mildly expensive, but see where it just got you some cash.
Yeah, and I already have 100k in the bank account for the business account, and I can take out a savings, so we're actually in a good spot.
You're gonna have to actually do some work.
Yeah, XP is gonna be the real limiting factor. You know about the Raceless page? I don't. Is it a good page or is it like a hate page? Kind of sad if they hated it.
Let's go figure it out. I'm searching it up now.
All right. Oh, our waypoint's still kind of bugged. Hold on.
Dang, buddy got 3.6.1. Dang. I don't know what I just saw. I am unclicking off this website. Changed my mind.
Yep. I did exactly the same thing.
All right. Looks like
I
we'll
don't know
never
why
be
you
going
guys
there.
erased this thing there.
It's a leaker, you know, but it seems outdated by like years. in our time, that's years. So, sorry.
Yeah, some people like to leak our stuff, and you know, there's so much support by everybody else. Obviously, we don't like
recommend leaking,
right?
But
and highly don't recommend getting it from leakers. I mean,
yeah, I don't recommend getting it there either.
That's very dangerous.
Just because you don't know what they did to it, and if they're posting on a website like that, I don't know if I would trust it. I don't know what I just saw when I opened that website, and I would not recommend anyone seeing what I just saw.
Let's just say there's a lot of well, all those big horror stories, like big company hacks and stuff. Same sites, so take that for what it's worth. Okay, we are here at the shop. I forgot we even owned this. This is crazy. All right, open tuning shop. Oh, look, we even have a CCF. Oh, how's it going, Philman? Yeah, wagon version. That's right. I forgot Philman has the coupe version. Ooh, that Bolide Nuovo. Super cool. I love that. I would love to drive that, but I don't want to do a drag strip track event with it. Okay, we got 103 in the business account. That's good. There's our finances where we took the money out. Very nice. Even has the history from before. Sick. All the injections. Oh, that was some big paydays. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Oh, this is awesome. I love this. Skill tree. Okay, here we go. We have no skills unlocked. Should we let's get one tech working now while we wait, while we kind of go through and make a plan. So let's get a shop tech here. Not enough money. Yep. So I have no XP. Okay, let's do a job.
Change your mind.
Change your plan. So we have this.
You could show up the operational cost here.
Oh yeah, so let's go to finances. So we currently have one operational cost of 5K because we have a lift. Makes sense. The next payment's in 18 minutes, so let's make some money. Now we do have this CCF. They want a short track time. I don't know. My go-to is always, if it's a short track, I'm throwing on tires. I'm gonna go try it myself. I don't think these have the tires on them though that I normally run. Doesn't look like it. So let's pull out the cups. So we're loading in a lot of cash stuff real quick. Some cup 2Rs. There we go, 660 a piece. That's not bad. Could be worse. It gets the job done most of the time. There we go. That should be about 1,400 bucks. Sounds about right. Deal. Purchase that. Man, the CCF is not liking being spawned. That's okay. Hop in this. Short track. Oh, we don't have the app. We don't have the app yet, do we? Do we? Yeah, we don't. Okay. Let's double check what our time needed to be. I think it was like a 112. Seems a little fast. 120. Okay, that's easier. So the more I drive this is another car I normally wouldn't drive, but then I was like, you know what? Let me just take it out here. I got the job to do it. I've really fallen more and more in love with it, and mainly because it reminds me so much of my BRZ. I even like the swoopiness, the shape. Obviously, it's very Miata based. That's kind of what it's based off of. But so is the BRZ. And just the Boxster engine in it. It just really clicked one day that this is the closest I'm going to get to a lore-friendly in-game BRZ. Happens to be one of the best mods too. Let's get this short track going. Put it in sport mode. Focus on our apexes. Now, don't judge me. I'm not the greatest track driver. Got a little bit of oversteer moment there. I think we have some slight alignment issues too from that back and forth. Maybe that curb did some damage.
You know, just out of curiosity, what is the time that you're trying to get?
120.
Perfect. I'll be kind of get on the track and it's like, well, I guess I'm driving as fast as I can.
Yeah, honestly, normally that's what I do. If I don't have the app and I forget to check, it's like, well, let's just send it and see how it goes. But, you know, I'm pretty consistent. If I put these cup tires on and it's a tier 1 job, I can normally get it done. Depending on y'all's skill level, you might even be able to get these times done without doing anything. Pretty confident. You know, Devin on his wheel, he might not need to do any upgrades for the tier 1 stuff. Tier 2 is a different story, but power slide through there, very nice, very controllable. This corkscrew is always a dice roll on how it goes. Today it goes decent. We're already at 58 seconds. We got 20 seconds to cross the line. I think we have plenty of time, so no need to oversend this. Nice and chill. There we go. And honestly, after that first lap, I'm like, oh, feel good.
I think you are. You got it.
Yeah. Spurster, good to see you. Closest you'll ever get to a BRZ until we make one. Easy, Spurster, easy. don't tell me anything. That'd be so fun.
I guess it's a good time to mention as well that now there is repercussions for crashing the customer vehicle. We didn't really get into that a lot.
Good point. Good point. So yeah, major repercussions. You automatically fail the job and you don't get the money back for all the parts you put on it. So let's say you're pushing really hard on a tier 2 job and you've already dumped 30 grand in, and it's a 40 grand job, but then you abandon it because you wrecked it. You're out like what, 40, 60 grand depending, 50, 60 grand. Yeah. So you can really mess things up if you're not careful. But we didn't. There we go. Complete that. Now that we have XP, we're gaining XP. We got the golf cart.
Oh, now you can get yourself a tech or the app, whatever you want.
That's true. That's true. It's tough. Look, I don't know. I don't want to do the golf cart because last time I did the golf cart, it kind of broke. It wants 3 minutes on the track, and what it broke to was a widgeon. I don't want to do 3 minutes on the track in a widgeon, so I don't want to do that one. The Miramar, 2 minutes on the track. I can do it. It's just that's 2 minutes long. You know what I mean? Let's see what the next one is. It should come in about minute 30.
It should come in actually 38 seconds, but yeah.
Is that what it's set to? Okay, cool.
It's every 2 minutes, so you'll get it on the 1 minute or 3 minutes.
Gotcha.
The other ones.
Look at these skill trees. I mean, the app would be helpful. But I really just want to get a tech going.
Just get it started, but he might abandon it early. You know what I mean?
He might cost me money up front.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to tow. Like, that's not a bad one. Ultimately,
it's free tows, definitely. So
ultimately, everything I want is an automation. More complicated is a lot of fun, though. I really enjoy that, but obviously it's gonna take time to get to. So, you know, let's start with the shop app. Let's start with the shop app. We're gonna get to we're gonna have to do a few of these. Once we get there, we'll forget it. Okay, 17.5 and a Taz. What do you guys think? I think that's doable, right?
I think you got it.
Little race tab injection. Pull this thing out. Oh, here we go. Parts. Yeah, that's a good one. Anyone else like Snack Factory pretzel chips? Are those the thin ones? Those are super good. I have a problem where I love like getting them stuck on my lips, you know, because they're like salty and they kind of stick to your lips. They're kind of fun to eat. You're watching a show. All right. Oh yeah. So another little change is the way these drop downs work out. So let's say I want to change my exhaust. When you click it, no longer is the first item automatically opened. It's something we're experimenting with still. It might still get changed even later, but you can just hit this drop down and open it up. This is really helpful when you open up something that has wheels in it and suddenly there's a million wheels. You can just, it's automatically closed. We basically just found ourselves constantly closing things instead of opening things. So that's why that change happened. Okay, so we currently, we don't have the dyno. Oh, I forgot about that update. So we don't know what power we're changing to. Okay, that changed some things.
Man, don't you feel like you just know nothing now?
I know absolutely nothing. I guess we'll throw a turbo on it just in case. How much is that going to cost? $5 grand. I have no idea what it's doing. I don't want to do that. Let's be simple. Let's go check out the transmission first. Okay, 4-speed manual, short geared. That's perfect. Let's do some race tab E85. I think that's gonna get us some power. Normally that doesn't really blow the block. It really just depends on the block though. I've never worked with these Tazes. I feel like they're fragile, but I'm not sure. You know what? Let's just cry once. Let's just cry once and get the engine block. Get us a, you know what, stage 3. The stage 1's more expensive than stage 2 and 3. That's funny. That's fine. Okay, then we'll turn up our race tab injection all the way. Oh, I missed that power changing. Oh, I realized. Yeah. Next week is going to be another big update with the last little things we have to add, huh?
Last piece, yeah, the last piece is
I
pretty
forgot
big.
about that last piece. Okay, so there's a word that somebody said in chat that is the word we're talking about, and now I'm not going to say it. I'll let you guys figure that out.
It was not used in the right context.
No, it
to
wasn't.
be fair.
No, it was incorrectly used, but they did also
But
correct
it's corrected.
it. So there you go. Yeah. Okay, so we're making 162 horsepower. That should be fine. That open diff might not be fine. Very short geared. It's a very dangerous intersection. There's no rules. It's lawless. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's just take care of the car. I think the time was a 17.4. We can check the app when we get down there.
I don't know where everyone's getting this, but now they're saying new map? Question mark.
Not in the
That was
skill tree.
not the hint. That was
No.
not the hint.
If you guys wanted a new map, what new map would you want to see?
Yeah, that's a good question. If you don't have a specific map in mind, what would it look like? What is the, you know?
And what events is in there? Describe your dream map. What's your wish list? What's your Christmas wish list full of? BeamNG related. Don't forget about who was that?
Mazhar guy.
That's right, you do want that, don't you?
Yeah.
Sir Dan says, don't forget about weight savings. I never take parts off. Like Shift Tab's really good at doing that. I'm just always like, you know, just more power, up the power. If I took my car to a shop, I normally want just more power. But then again, I drive a BRZ, so that makes sense.
I was gonna say, Philman wants England.
Huh, I wouldn't have expected that.
That's what
Yeah,
he
we don't
wants.
have a lot of European maps, do we? Apparently, we run out of rev at 6,000 RPM. 1 mile long road full of pigeons with JADOs. Get out of here, Shift Tab. Who are you? Who took over Shift Tab's account? Okay, a 14.7, way better than that 17 we needed. We will take that and run with it. Let's drive this back. Now I'm starting to think, man, if we had towing, you could just tow there, huh?
You definitely overbuilt it, but that's what happens when you just don't have that dyno.
That's right. That's right. An Oklahoma map. That'd be kind of cool up until you realize it's completely flat. But Oklahoma seems like a cool state. I've only driven through there. Chip, only gotten a speeding ticket there. But other than that, it seemed really cool.
How are the cops there?
Honestly, the nicest cop I might have ever met. Let me off on a huge break, and I couldn't. It was a great interaction, to be completely honest. It was wonderful.
That's good.
Yep.
Well, I don't think they fit with BeamNG AI, so.
No, not at all. He was not at all. But yeah, no, when I got pulled over, he had to turn around to come catch me, and I knew I was in the wrong. I knew what was going on, so I just pulled over and waited. He pulled up. So, I mean, the biggest thing is, as you're respectful, others will be respectful back normally. It's a good place to start, at least.
Absolutely. Philman is asking, what is the lag when you cross the finish lines? So does this mean that Philman plays RLS career? Yeah, but if there is lag, then I can investigate it. I haven't really looked into it too much, but I should definitely do that.
Yeah, it's gotten better over the months, but I mean, why does it lag when a vehicle gets spawned? It's kind of all, I think, the same answer.
I could probably improve it though.
Yeah.
It's not something I've put much time into.
Only time it really bothers me.
One of the first developments.
It's true. It's very true. The only time it really bothers me is when drifting. You drift over the line and suddenly you're like, get that lag spike. Okay, so we got a Deadpool Racing.
He's seeing the lag on stream, he says.
Oh.
He doesn't play RLS.
Oklahoma's not flat? Oh. Okay. Okay, so what else were people wishing for, though?
I'm seeing Japan.
Japan, yeah. We'll see how Forza Horizon does with Japan first. Towing skill tree, yeah, maybe we do that next. New Zealand / Australia inspired map, yeah, cool.
One of the big things that does cause lag is the fact that you save when crossing the finish line.
You know, that's really what it is, isn't it? Because anything we do that saves, there's that 2 second, 1 second, or like, I don't know, half millisecond lag. depending on computer probably.
I think I'm gonna change the system for FREs to be like, if it's a point-to-point, then it saves, but if it's something that you hot lap, then it only saves once you're down with the session.
Interesting. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know if I can argue against that, to be honest.
Someone says he spends about 11 days working on 11 hours a day working on mods, best doing life things, whatever it gets to play games. Hey, Millman, I have nothing to say. I don't even play Overhaul.
That's right. And I'll be honest, the only times I really play is for a video recording, so you guys kind of see how much I play. It's a whole new game when you're, and I don't know if you have the same thing that happened to you, but as soon as I started making YouTube videos, kind of the same thing. I stopped watching YouTube videos. It's, you know, on one hand, that people say make your passion your job, and then on the other hand, they say don't do that because you don't enjoy your passion anymore. And I think there's a balance. Obviously, I enjoyed playing BeamNG, and I was passionate about playing BeamNG, but now I love working on it even more, kind of thing. So I kind of think it kind of just spiraled a little bit. And there's an occasional day where I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna play for a little bit, which turns into me playing for about 20 minutes, and then I get back to work because I see something I want to change, or I see something that could be improved, and it's a funny cycle. But yeah, it's, people ask me, oh, have you seen this mod? Like, I really haven't. I'm sorry, because I just haven't been able to, you know, poke my head up and look around. We are doing a minute 49 with this carbon car. I can't remember what it's called. Carbon cup maybe. Carbon works. That makes more sense. Almost lost in that corner. Oh, okay, now we're all out of whack. Really enjoyable to drive. We might not make the 141 if I'm honest. I don't think I was pushing hard enough. Was it 141 or 147? Let's see what it is. Because if it's not, we're going to change tires. Get that tuning app, tuning shop. Oh, okay, cool. It's a 149. Oh, we're good. I almost did a whole nother track, another lap. Try to turn around here. I love being creative, so I'm loving making mods. Yeah, it really is. That creative process really is nice. I mean, if you want to hop in the chat, Philman, we can hop in the chat real quick. You can say hi to the stream. Just join the Discord, and we'll pull you into a secret place. Philippine says, yeah. And I'll be there as soon as you guys leave. I'll be there. You can be passionate about making YouTube videos and not watch them, but then it's okay to also take a break and watch them in your downtime. No need to do both at the same time. Exactly. I used to watch Cletus absolutely same day he came out of the video. Now, sometimes it takes me a couple days to get to his video. Complete that. Money's starting to pile up. That's good. Oh, this Monica is actually a fun one, so I'm going to take that short track. I'm just trying to collect the XP right now. I'm trying to like not focus on like one upgrade at a time. I want to just keep working these, kind of zone out doing this in a sense. Forget that I'm really hunting for an upgrade.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw tires on this.
Move into recording booth.
All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and scoot over here. And it looks like it's getting connected.
Give me a second. I can't hear anything.
All right.
What's up?
I think he's getting his audio set up.
Oh, no, now I can hear it. That just worked on its own.
How you doing, Philman?
How's it going?
Good, good. Do you have any, do you want to talk about anything you're working on? I was about to ask him for leaks. That's right, when he cuts out. It's weird. You guys check the transmission on this.
I'm going to disconnect and reconnect.
Sounds good. When he comes back, kind of crazy how much of the world, like the different parts of the world are in this call, if you think about it, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, it's just working now. I don't know what is happening to my audio. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Well, I'm doing okay. I'm just plodding along. Got some bad YouTube modding news. Somebody beat me to the punch on my current mod when I was very close to being finished.
Oh no! What was it? What happened?
Would you like to?
Well, I'm not going to give it away.
Okay.
But, oh my god, it's a deflated balloon is what I feel like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But
Because
go ahead.
I still have like a week or two left on this project, and it's so.
What
Is theirs better than yours, or are you gonna make it better than theirs? That's the real question.
I think mine is already better than theirs, but
There
it's
you
just
go.
That's all we need to know.
if I wasn't first as a mod creator, that would be one thing, but as a YouTube person, that's a big part of the click through rate.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know, your name carries weight, and you have a reputation, right? And so that'll see you through a little bit. I mean, I think it's going to be, I don't know, because it's hard because we've always battled that idea of, you know, we want everybody to try to make career, you know, mods and do parts of the mod and stuff. Like for example, buses. I wanted to get buses in the game for a while, actually. I don't think I'd really enjoy it, if I'm honest, because I can see it getting boring. But it's one of those things, you know, we have buses in the game. Why don't we have buses in career mode? And I tried a few times and then put it down. And then Jay Pullis figured it out. He's the one that made the East Coast RLS compatibility career map kind of thing. And Justin was telling me the other day, like, hey, he has buses working. He's like, no way.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, well, man, he got there before me, but at the same time, I was like, that's awesome. You know, like we can work together, kind of thing. And so,
well, that would be one thing, but imagine being like 90% of the way through the thing, and then somebody else releases it.
yeah,
That's where I'm at.
right. One of those.
But
Like,
I'm surprised that there was already that sort of stuff in the game that you could have used as an example. Is that not?
Yeah, well, that's where I made the mistake, is I tried to use the in-game stuff. I should have just created my own, and that's what Jay Pullis did. And he told me how he did it, and it's such a clever way. He used the stuff that we have and just changed a few things, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is genius. Why didn't I think of that? Like, I had all the pieces in front of me, I just never put them together, kind of thing. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, it feels so good when like you're struggling against somebody, and then somebody just tells you, just this, like this is how you do it. You're like, oh, so close. It feels so good to finally have it done.
Exactly. Oh man, so I can't ask you what you're working on next, but let me ask you this: what's been your favorite thing you've worked on this year? Unless you can't talk about it because it's what's coming next.
The tires, and this next one isn't tires, but I'm gonna go back to tires because when I first did it, it was meant to be a filler video in between other videos, but the more I worked on it, the more I enjoyed it. But I'd already made plans for this current one, which involved other people, so I kind of needed to do this one because I didn't want to be the sort of person to jump out on plans at the last minute sort of thing. Yeah. Though it's still a really cool mod, it's just not as, I think, like clickbaity as the tires one was.
Right, yeah.
So I've been really wanting to get back to that and do more.
Yeah, the timing of that was perfect. I mean, it was right after they were talking about, hey, we're just gonna do a tire update, and you're like, hey, let me beat you to the punch there, kind of thing. And it was, you know, honestly, your mod too gave me a lot of reason of why maybe this tire update is going to be huge. Maybe it's going to be kind of revolutionary because we were able to scale the effectively the physics simulation of the tire to an extremely high, almost unplayable rate. And I was like, this feels so different. This is amazing. And so, did you
ever play on the later versions, or did you only play on that one?
No, just that one time I had a chance to play with it. So I'm sure it's much better.
It so much better in the later versions that went up on Patreon as well.
That is awesome.
And also for the public free release as well, got a lot better.
Nice.
I will send it to you so you can try it out. So I still have that original layout. Remember how you said that tire was really good for drifting?
Right, yeah.
So what I didn't realize is just how much the tread pattern affected grip. So basically, the tread patterns went in a stripe at an angle along the tires. So as you would go sideways, it would hit a sweet spot where all of the nodes would go in alignment with the direction of travel, and they would all touch at the same time, giving it really, really awesome traction whilst drifting, which I'm pretty sure is what you were getting the feel of. but that's not really good for normal driving.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have grip until it starts to go a little bit sideways. Then it starts to get a little bit more grip, and then it starts pulling it out sideways to get a little bit more grip because they're getting more and more in line.
Right.
So it became really unstable to try to drive it normal. So I was like, oh, but you really like the drift one. So I left the drift one on, and
Okay.
I also implemented different versions for different tread patterns, and I wanted people to try it out and let me know which ones did what for what sort of things. I
Yeah.
didn't get a whole lot of feedback, just mostly bug stuff. I was kind of hoping that with the massive amount of testing that people would do, they'd be able to say, oh no, this tread pattern is best.
Yeah.
But didn't really get that, so I've just kind of left all of them up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking my next one is going to be reworking the entire system, get rid of variables, at least for now,
Right.
and have it just be an inbuilt tire setup. Then
Right.
people can make them really the normal sort of way.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, you talk about you struggled getting kind of the data and feedback back, and it's so true. I mean, I think we struggle with that sometimes too, and especially with part stuff. I think the times I've seen the most feedback in such a concentrated manner is a lot of our FDRP events, not even FDRP, just our multiplayer, just racing series stuff. The amount of data that comes out of that, we found so many things like, wow, there's a huge aerodynamics problem with this car, or they get down to the nitty gritty of these J-beams are misaligned. That's what's causing this kind of thing. And I mean, you were there for the first FDRP. I guess that was a little bit over a year ago. It has really snowballed into a community of hardcore drivers and racers that might be interested in taking a look at your tire and, you know, putting it to its extremes kind of thing. It's been really cool to have that as part of the group. I don't know if I even
Have you been using it in your?
No, I don't
event?
think so. I'm pretty sure not. We're looking into using different tires here soon. I don't know what's going to happen first though, because typically around March is when our new events, like our new year-long championships kick off. And so I'm not sure where the game's going to be at that point and what's going to be around. But tires is a big talk on wanting improvements in that department per se. But also, Chad, real quick, let me know if you guys have any questions for Philman while he's with us, because I know
Sure.
I'm sure we'll get a few questions. But go on, what you're going to say?
There is currently a version to lock in settings so people can't change them in the tuning menu as well.
Nice.
So you've got that option.
That is huge. That'd be very important in a competitive sphere.
Yeah, very important. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be tabbing around to everybody's car every single time that there's an update that happens as well, and that's too much to keep track of.
Yeah, that wouldn't work super
I wonder
well.
if you do like a in-game recording. Can you go back then and see what people's settings were on the cars?
That's a good question. Shift tab Tristan, do any of you guys know?
No, I haven't really looked into that. I could probably figure it out right now, though. Give me 2 seconds.
That'd be interesting to figure out. If not, it wouldn't be that hard to create a server-side plugin to grab that information.
Yeah.
What were we talking about again? I was reading chats.
My brain's a little bit frazzled. It's early in the morning. I'll let you explain it.
Yeah, so basically, are you able to record an instance of a multiplayer race and then go back and tab through via recording to see, you know, what people's parts were, tunes were, adjustments were, things like that, as almost a form of going back and reviewing the footage?
If you do a replay, then yeah.
So everything should be
Okay.
basically re-simulated, right?
Yeah.
So
All
in
right.
theory,
Well, that would You just maybe have like a thing set up to do a recording every 5 minutes,
yeah.
and then you'd be able to check back.
You know, the hardest part is we work with a lot of creators that are just some fantastic, amazing creative minds coupled with some really good abilities and knowledge of BeamNG that I'm thinking through a couple of things that people are working on that makes me think, I wonder if they have a feature for that or could implement a feature for that. Like, I can't say anything right now because it's too early and they're still cooking on some things. But I don't think we're very far away from having some level of, I don't know if control is the right word, but basically it wouldn't be as big of a deal. It wouldn't be super, not big of a deal. It would be potentially solved via systems versus by hand. That makes sense. We'll see.
You know what? I'll give you a bit of a giveaway. These were things that I was going to work on until the tires thing came along and kind of taken up my focus. I had race tools ready. Remember the one where it was like a reset with speed?
Yes, I really think that was really cool because that's something I was thinking about.
Oh yeah, because we were trying to implement a similar system for career because you spawn in a career and or you spawn in a car in career at speed and they're going this speed, but however their tires aren't going that speed. That was our issue.
Yeah. So I think I added thrust to the tires.
That makes sense.
To the nose. Yeah.
Which you would think would be really bad for performance, but because respawning in at speed was so incredibly jarring, it turned my brain to absolute mush so quickly. I set up a system to make it ramp into speeding up from slow motion, which smoothed it in, and I feel that helps also with that sort of stuff. So I never tested the thrust tires on their own, but yeah, that one was a bit of a particular, it's affecting my actual speed right now. I don't know what to do there. But yeah, you guys can rip my code if you want, I don't mind.
I appreciate it.
Is that I was thinking about it because we wanted to have the traffic because there's a setting for the traffic to start them with speed. But they will just spin out if you start them with speed.
It's the funniest thing. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, I wonder if it's because they spawn in, then they start doing the traffic pattern stuff. Because AI path finding is very computing intensive.
I believe it. I just think it's so cool that we can have this conversation about BeamNG because of how good of a foundation it is. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that with other games where you're like, oh, you know, we took apart Battlefield and now we're doing these things and, oh, I have brake fade. Uh-oh, hold on. All right, bail. Okay, gotta put brakes on this for the next attempt. But no, it's just I don't know. Lately I've been thinking about how amazing it is how amazing BeamNG is as a foundation for us to play in and be creative in. And
it has a few advantages over other games, or simulators, I should say.
Yeah.
Is not only is it very, very open and written in human readable languages, not compiled and whatnot, at least for the most part. Not everything is open for us. But they also, even though it's still really lacking, it is probably the biggest the best documented game out there for mod creation.
That's a good point.
I've had a look. There's nothing that detailed.
Yeah.
And it's getting very good. I remember when I first started, it was pretty bad, old, outdated, and a lot of the times just wrong. How was it? I mean, I know that they probably updated things, so they just changed, but I was trying things that were written in plain English right in front of me, and it just wasn't working.
Yep. Totally get it. Oh, look at that. Breckel Bastion Coupe needs 1:46 on the track. We'll go ahead and pull that out. In fact, I'll stream to the booth so that way you guys can see it live. Let's see.
Also, we'll probably get the tech with the upgrades you want.
Yeah, we are really piling in those tech upgrades or XP, so I'm excited to try that. I don't know how much you've been seeing of the stream filming, but what have been your general thoughts of some of the stuff you've been seeing?
Give me a second, I need to...
Sorry, I probably doubled your audio now.
No, I went to watch stream, but the stream was very loud on the Discord, so I stopped watching. I don't know how to turn down the volume of that independently off the top of my head.
Just right click.
Oh well. Anyway, I have an idea for your RLS, which is something that I want to do myself, but I've got such a long list of mods that I already want to make that it's probably way down on the list. I had an idea.
This is Overhaul, but yes.
How to do construction in BeamNG. And then build things like your workshops with cranes and stuff.
Yeah,
so...
We have ideas along those lists.
we'll have to maybe talk a little bit more offline about some of those things. Or, I mean, you can share your stuff, but it's definitely something that crossed our mind.
I'll talk about it. I don't mind if people take my ideas, and I don't know what they're doing yours, but I had ideas of you know how doors work on the like attachment sort of system. I can't remember what it's called exactly. The same thing as like trailers and whatnot. I was thinking you could get a crane. You'd probably have to have something to do with guide ropes because otherwise you're going to be bad orientation. But you hook up one end with a little bit of an attachment there, then you move the crane to get the other end attached, and you start building the framework up. And
yeah, but that mod would be so hard to make. You need a modder to make a full-on crane mod.
Oh yeah, no, I that was a whole thing. I was thinking like I reckon I could do this, and I present it to you guys as a part of your thing.
I mean, so much of the stuff that we, so much of the stuff that we do though comes from, someone else did a thing that sparked this idea. For instance, the repo missions. A while ago, somebody made a simple repo track. Now there's a few different tracks that are kind of designed to be repo tracks and do really well. But we thought, hey, what if we did repos? It really was Tristan's idea, and it's just really cool how you can get like. I don't know, for instance, I came across a boat in BeamNG. Like, you know what? Let's get some water stuff going. And it turned into a lot of fun. And so there's just so much missing. How do I say this the right way? It's not that there's missing.
I wouldn't say missing, but like there's so much potential.
Yes. There's so many
extra
gaps
things
to fill.
that just haven't been done elsewhere.
Yep. Exactly. So I haven't been doing a good job at reading in chat. Have there been any questions, Shift Tab? Have you noticed any that people are asking, or has anybody been watching chat? Sorry. We're like, hey, let's ask some questions, and we just look away.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic, so I don't generally read chat very often.
It is hard. I was never good at reading, never interested in reading as a kid or as an adult even. And then now my career involves a lot of reading. I'm like, oh shoot, if only I had actually done it. Yep.
Well, I got better at writing. Like reading was always just slow. I don't think I'm ever going to be a fast reader, and I make a lot of mistakes. But I don't think it's going to get any better for me.
You're locked in where you're at. All right, so we have 40 XP. Which we probably should have mentioned this earlier. XP is all subject to change. We just threw it in here as, let's get it going. Let's figure this out. Which means we get 4 upgrades. So I think we start trying to automate some things. Let's get a shop tech here. Let's go ahead and get a reliable tech. So then we can also get the event retry, which is huge. That still saves us with 1 XP or 10 XP, one more unlock. I don't think it's updated. So let's go ahead and close out and let it.
That doesn't update with the.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I guess I didn't make the XP update live. That's okay. I'll do that.
Well, we got 2 questions in chat. One just caught my eye because it had Linux in the thing.
Yeah.
Linux compatibility. I'm assuming it just works on Linux because everything else does.
It's a good question. No idea.
Wait,
yeah,
you guys aren't on Linux?
Problems, though. The Linux build does have a little bit of issues, just with BeamNG in general. But if it works, then I have played RLS on Linux, but it's not it's not as stable as Windows, that's for sure.
Really? For me, it's more stable on Linux. The only thing that really is a problem for me is a lot of the times it won't recognize when I add new files. I'll often have to disable the mod and re-enable the mod for it to recognize new files. Aside from that, it's incredibly stable for me, and I've had 4 different installs of Linux now. I use Arch, by the way.
No, you had to say it.
Yeah, I had to say it. And I'm hating it. It's so... Oh, no, just get it an immutable version. Don't use Arch unless you really need to, and I kind of need for some things that I'm doing, like VR. Yeah.
Did you already say too much?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
One of the I was going to talk about future mods that I kind of had planned, which I probably will do eventually one day, unless somebody else does it first. Is the race tools things. I had repair cars as a thing, so like repair individual parts as a setup. I was going to do that for racing, to go into the pits and then you could repair your cars and set up all that sort of system, and it would be based upon, like, the time to repair would be based upon how much damage there was, which you would find by finding the displacement of the nodes, which is a thing that's very easily find out. Oh, wait, no. Displacement of the beams, which is a thing that's fairly easy to find out. And obviously all individual parts would have their own sort of setup for that. So that was one of the things. The other one that I was going to do is ghost replays, and I had two ideas of how I was going to do ghost replays for hot lapping. And the first idea I had, which is something that I just did a little bit of testing on before I started recording, but then never actually recorded it, was to use the in-game replay system. But I don't think that actually works in-game. I think that goes through the C engine, because things like, you know, the debug when you press Control-T to bring up the triangles on a car?
Yeah.
That doesn't work. So I made a workaround to actually hard-code it to work in Lua, but it only then sticks where the car originally starts from when I initiate it, and then it stays and the car drives away from it. So I don't think that's actually doing in-game replay. I think that's doing something with the game engine doing it itself, with stuff that's not exposed to Lua, like the debug system.
But for the ghosting, you can use the AI scripting system to record a script and then replay the script with the ghost enabled on the vehicle.
Oh, interesting. I was going to use a similar system to my restart with speed, or respawn with speed, or whatever that was, setup, where it would just move an invisible car. Interesting. Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
well,
slightly.
What I was going to say is the AI thing, what it does is it records all your inputs and then replays the inputs on the vehicle.
Okay.
You ever seen those drifting videos where they drift to like the tightest place? That's a YouTube short.
Yeah, those things, yeah.
They use the AI script. That's how you just
do they?
You just need to make
I thought they used replay and then just use the map editor to put the things in place.
Oh, maybe they do replay, but both of them with the scripting and the replay.
Either way, I think that might be a little too... Because a lot of people already struggle to run the game, and I kind of want to leave it accessible to more people.
Yeah.
I think having AI, like even if it's not really AI and all it's doing is just mimicking stuff, having that extra physics object might be a bit much for the lower end computers. So for something as simple as Ghost Replay, I could probably just set up 3 nodes, which I could... Oh, wait, no. How many nodes do you need for rec nodes? 6. I think 6 nodes. And then attach a mesh to it or something. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be a good point. You know, you just capture position and then replay the positions.
Yeah, position, angle.
Position, angle.
And there was another one. So, data logging is a thing that you could do for like car position, angle, braking, steering, and all that sort of stuff, and you can output it to a log. A long time ago, was going to do a collab with a sim racing coach, and we talked a little bit about it, and I got an old data logging program working, which was not particularly hard, but then getting the data into an app which is readable really for a sim racing coach was a bit of a hassle. But now that I'm medicated for ADHD and I can stop and think about things and learn things, I could create maybe a program or an app or something to give that information that they need to be able to coach drivers in BeamNG.
That'd be interesting. I could definitely use the coaching. I feel like I hit Apex's better off screen. Just saying. All right, just.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm definitely not always early Apexing. Oh man, but yeah, we've messed around a little bit too with the whole individual part repair, and it's amazing how nuanced it gets, especially from a career standpoint when money's involved and you know you get it wrong, and now your insurance is kicking in, and you're like, wait a second, hold on, I'm still working on that kind of thing, and it's I know Tristan worked really hard on some stuff for that. Now that we got brakes, let's give this.
I think the repairing is the easy thing to do, because you just take a log of where the nodes should be and then start moving them back into place. unbrake beams and stuff like that, which isn't too hard. It's just all
like
of the surrounding
repairing
stuff that's interesting.
Yeah, the repairing is not the bad, crazy part. What it is when you try to replace parts on a broken vehicle.
And keeping
That
the
was
vehicle
my
broken?
Yes.
Well, that's not too hard. Like, you would go through the respawn process that happens when you put a new part on. But you can store the state, and it's already in-game itself, of everything that's broken.
Okay, it does it. But when you change something that has a different amount of beams, and it's a part of something that's broken and was merged, it might explode for some reason. I don't know why that happened.
Considered that, and I can't remember what my workaround in my head was for that. But
Maybe one day we can look into it. I can show you what we got. It's under experimental. We don't really.
Sure. Okay. We won't go into it here then.
Yeah, I mean,
I see you're enjoying my coupe right now.
yeah, well, I'm trying to. I was like, oh, look, Philman's here. Here's his car. Let me pull it out. Man, I almost put it to the wall on accident. The brakes weren't what I needed for the tires that I had, and it's obviously no fault to the building of the car, just the nature of what it is. I normally don't do these high horsepower track stuff. Like the slower stuff is a little bit easier to manage and more consistent. Especially live, especially listening to all the mod talk. But it's definitely very cool. Welcome to the race crew, Colton. Appreciate you joining the YouTube membership. If you guys don't know, for those that are part of the YouTube membership, you get many perks, but one of the big ones is there's a special As Seen on TV career collection car pack. Basically just a collection of the vehicle configs we've used in our YouTube video playthroughs. So if you're interested in driving any of the cars you've seen on the TV, then you're welcome to join the crew and check it out. As long as your YouTube is linked to your Discord, you'll have automatic access to a special Discord area in the Discord. There you go. Did that all while going from the super high-speed braking zone. Oh man, bastions are a handful.
Yeah.
So I see it seems like you haven't been doing as many real car mods, but more kind of supporting system stuff or system mods. Is there a reason for the switch, or are you just taking a break from it, or you think you're just...
I'm just really enjoying Lua.
Gotcha.
It's... Now that I can, like, as I said, think and learn.
Yeah.
You got some more members.
Oh, welcome Dolos, welcome Villanueva. Villanueva, I think you were one before. Yeah, you're more than a month. Welcome back. Appreciate you joining back.
Yeah, as I was saying, is I'm learning. It's so much fun again. I can do it. I think.
I bet.
My
I
brain
can't
is free. Imagine being locked out of doing things that you want to do because your brain just won't let you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good now.
I can't imagine. So, long story short, without getting too personal, just because most people don't really enjoy all the personal stuff, I'm an open book. I could care less. But I started doing a little bit of therapy, counseling, and stuff for myself, trying to figure out some things and figure out myself. And one of the interesting facts, and we probably all relate to at some point, but my therapist was like, "Hey, you got something going on here. Let's dive further into it." He couldn't quite put his finger on it, but I guess there's different versions of ADHD, and some of them are like hyperfixation ones or something.
Yeah.
I might have told him too much about what I do, and like it's pretty much all I do. And so he's like, let's look into this, because there's a lot of other tendencies that matched up. And I don't have the racing thoughts one. That was, I know people close to me that have that, and that is just, I can't imagine that one. But it's kind of funny. It's like, oh man, well, I do get really hyperfixated. I thought it was just, I don't know, led to a lot of good stuff though. So I don't want to kill it, but I do want to enjoy vacations again though.
Yeah, that's one of the things I got back, is the ability to have like a enjoyable time to do things myself,
really,
without being like, oh, if I'm not being productive, then it's just not worth my time doing this thing.
Oh yeah, that's exactly.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's Tristan and I to a T.
Yeah, but I got that back with medication and then some therapy as well, which led me down to not just trying to use medication to fix my anxiety, which it really helps with the anxiety, but to actually deal with the source of the anxiety, which I tried to all the time on my own.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the ability to do it because I didn't understand it, and I wasn't able to think too deeply about it because it was hard, and then my brain would be like, no, dopamine response, stop doing that, and then it would cause anxiety.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Not great. But now I got help with that, and yeah, it just improves so much.
That's awesome. A lot of cool chats coming in here. I will try to read it, maybe on this back straight. Here we go. This is going to be a bad lap anyways. Philippi says, don't let people tell you that your hyperfixation is a negative trait as long as you're eating and not neglecting your family. It's a superpower. Embrace it. We have RLS as part of thanks to it. Appreciate it, Philippian. Yeah, definitely. It's a balance in everything, right? And it's when you...
There's also problems with hyperfixation. The problem is you don't always choose your hyperfixation. And if you're using it as a dopamine feed, it'll make everything else feel like shit.
Yeah.
Sorry for swearing.
No,
but,
you're good.
Yeah, it'll lock you into doing things too much, and then you'll burn out on it. And then you'll never want to do it again. So it's not something to be left unmanaged.
Yeah, I think my biggest struggle is just detaching when it's time to detach. But other than that, one thing that helps me, or one thing I found that kind of curb it in a sense is, let's say the dishes are piling up, which in fact they actually are. But that's typical on a Friday at the end of the work week per se. But you know what I do is I say, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna go lay down and I'm gonna be bored, and it's okay to be bored. I'm just gonna let myself be bored, and eventually I'll feel like doing other things kind of thing. And that helps a lot. Or I'll focus on, all right, I really don't want to work out, but every time I make a good solid meal, actually cook something, then I feel like working out, or vice versa. If I'm like, I haven't cooked in a week, I need to go eat, cook something good, I'll go do something that kind of supports that. But definitely, you definitely want to
similar things. Yeah,
you always want to get yourself in check, right? That's what the best way I'd put it is you got to invest in yourself, because not everyone else will. Even if they say they will, they won't forever. You got you forever kind of thing. So it's worth the investment.
One of the other things that I'll add as well is I find that if I'm like, oh, I don't have time to cook a proper meal or to do this house chore or something like that, I then think to myself, well, I do have the time, it's just I really don't want to. And if I don't want to do it really badly, then there's something wrong, and I should probably take the time to sit back and do kind of what you said, which is relax, take some time, think, and then I'll be more open to doing it.
Yeah.
So basically, if I can't do it, then there's something wrong.
But I gotta go to tend my hyperfixation, so I'm gonna go.
Sounds good. All right. Appreciate you joining. Thank you for all the hard work you put in this week as well. I know the chat is also super grateful. It's absolutely great week.
Absolutely. Well,
I don't appreciate your work at all.
No, that's fine. That's fine. The feelings are mutual.
Good friendly competition.
Have a good one.
Hey, take care.
Have a good one, guys.
I'm gonna have to outmod this guy.
Well, that's the thing that we were talking about. There's so much space that who wins from that? Everybody, the players, you guys, because you'll end up doing more work and better work, things like that. Definitely need to put some, try different tires on the front. I don't know. I'm putting some 21 by 14, something crazy. But all right, sorry.
I'm also gonna head off because I got things to do as well. Yeah,
that's totally fine. Appreciate you stopping by, and sorry, chat, if we missed any of your questions. We were having fun.
Oh, missed probably so many.
Yep. But
just ignoring chat.
Yep. But I'll play for a bit longer, so don't worry, chat. We'll try to get some more. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, filming, and good luck with what you're working on.
Yeah, I might try to budge into more of your streams.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
See ya. Bye. All right, this leaves us, Shift Tab. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. See, I may have gotten a little bit of an addiction to this whole business.
Oh yeah?
And it's what I'm doing. I just can't stop.
Well, it's been really nice just chatting and while yes, I'm trying to do this time on this Bastion and get a better score and stuff. It's been nice just to kind of hang out and vibe, just a different way to play career. You're not trying to build some crazy over the moon thing, because it's always been the faster you make something, the better you get paid. But in this case, it's the better you do something, the better you get paid. So it's a lot of fun.
What more to think about? We should move that.
I should remove the exhaust?
Very heavy.
Oh, that's right. You're telling me the exhaust is really heavy. Well, hopefully this is my last lap. I gotta get a 146. If I don't, we're probably just gonna like store the car or something, because at this point our worker's going to outpace us. In fact, chat, who do we name our worker? That's something we didn't talk about. Well, you can name your techs, your staff techs. So we gotta come with a name. We love a good barge. That's right. Shout out Blue Bucks everywhere, enjoying barges. Man, I feel like they're starting. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to test out a theory that somebody put in. Michael said that the new Hiroshi initiative doesn't work with the free roam events.
Really?
I've got one right here. He's not wrong.
Huh.
Oh wait, no, wait. I'm not wrong.
Okay, we got a couple tech names coming in here. We got Fluffy from Justin Revs. We got Ralph from Guild. Ralph isn't bad. I like that. We got Philly. There you go. I always name mine Terry for some reason. My first guy's always named Terry, but Terry's let me down these last couple times. This is not a 146.
Should be Bill Nye, the tech guy.
Oh no, that's genius. Oh man. Go wild and name him Mortimer. When I first read that, I thought of Rick and Morty. I'm sure there's something funny you can do there. You know, we probably could have done this if we hadn't. Oh, if we hadn't just missed that gear. All right, we're not improving. We're. You know what? We're abandoning this job. We got the cash. We tried. I'm sure we could do it, but I'm also pretty confident we won't do it. So we're gonna go ahead and just this one back. Give it back to the customer. Say, look, you want a 146? You're gonna have to do it yourself. Go find another shop.
Out of curiosity, do you have the electronic locking diff on that car?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's your issue right there.
Is it? It's a killer.
Oh yeah, it's awful diff.
Okay, well, goodbye.
It's fine.
Bastion. It's only a 10 grand loss. We got plenty of money in the bank. At least we did. Oh, we bought all those upgrades.
We made a lot from FREs too.
We've done good. We got Hiroshi CCF there. We'll wait because we get a carbon works. I'm more interested in that. Let's check on our tech here. I don't know. Bill Nye the tech guy is so good. Would it even fit?
Probably not.
It kind of does. I don't think I spelled Nye right. The NYE, is that it?
Find out.
Bill Nye the tech guy. I love that. All right, but next up is going to be Fluffy, I think.
Fluffy.
Those are some good names. Jeff, that'd be a good one.
Zoidberg.
Zoidberg? That's funny. Nice one, Give. Oh man, I can't make the sound, but it's in my head now after decades of not seeing that show. Oh man. Still waiting for the next RV there net yet video. About that. About that. So what happened? It's gone, isn't it? I think it's just
we just played it.
Yeah. We I don't even know if we recorded. It wasn't a good recording. Whatever it was, after we were done, we're like, I don't think we're gonna. It wasn't. I don't know. It was fun, but I think we were just not in the mood to edit that long of a video again. I think we were kind of edited it out, productioned out. So
yeah, that Mistral doesn't work.
Really?
It works on the drag strip, but the track FRE, nothing.
Okay.
That's super weird.
Well, Bill Nye is actually running or driving to the track on his first attempt. So we're going to see if he gets his first win here. Let's go ahead and check our job, see if anything good came in. Now we can only store one more job. I do like a good CCF, but it is the main track. I'd rather do a short track. So we'll wait 40 seconds to see what the next one is, and we'll have a minute to decide of the three which one we go for. It got really out of pocket, didn't it, McGrory? Oh man. Maybe we do. I think we probably should do a live. I think we should live stream more on that channel. Be a little easier.
I mean, we've been so busy though.
We've been so busy.
It's been kind of ridiculous how busy it's been the last 2 weeks.
And I don't think you're gonna see any action on that channel unless we like crash out and need a quick break to play something else for a couple hours, you're not gonna see anything for a couple weeks, I think. How do you simulate the tech track run? Good question, Spurster. So there's a lot of actual, like, it's actually accurate, like about the time it takes to, you know, drive the track and whatnot. But the first baseline time is based off of how long the customer states, basically. And then this right now is actually it's actually based off how long it takes to run the track. So it should take 2 minutes and 13 seconds to run the track. This is going to take 2 minutes and 13 seconds. So you can kind of play the game of like, well, do I want to focus on drag racings because those only last, you know, about 10 seconds or so. However, the drag track is longer to get to, so it's a trade-off. One thing you could try to do is, or strategy is, have your workers work on the faster cars because it's going to speed up a lot of those times, kind of thing. As well, we didn't mention it, but when you are doing your build, you earn money from the FRE. When the worker is doing the build, they also earn money from the FRE. So sometimes you get some really crazy FRE times that are required that would pay really well, and your guy actually goes and makes that money, and it cuts away from his cost and stuff. So it's pretty neat. There's a lot to this little bar that's moving. Let's just put it that way. And it looks like we got 2 attempts. He is on his first attempt, almost done with it. I mean, how do you define the record? How do you define the record the tech gets? So basically, how do you define the goal? So we collected a lot of data. ShiftTab and Ambergroy did a ton of driving on the track to collect this data. And basically, Tristan put together some algorithms based off of data recorded of like the metrics of the cars and the time it took them. And this was his very first attempt with a very small set of data to get this data. There is a data collection version of the beta somewhere out there that you can use, and it records the data into a JSON file, and you can send that file to us to add to the stuff. But right now we have it on, so every little FRE we're doing is getting data recorded, and I can just send it to Tristan whenever he's ready for the second version of his algorithms. So by some miracle, Bill Nye the tech guy had success on his first attempt. That is huge. It is like these first tech guys are not great, especially on their first attempts. That's big. So when he gets back, we'll collect 25 grand from him. The cost has already been taken from us. That's fantastic, and we'll also get the XP from that too. That's great. And we probably should look into what we should do. We should probably get a manager, because then the whole circle starts feeding itself. I can leave my game on overnight in theory, and it be working. So there it is. We got 102 grand. I think the XP just didn't update. Let's open that back up. There it is. And we got the 10 XP. Let's hurry before anything else happens and get this manager. Oh, but we need 5 total upgrades in this skill tree to unlock first. Oh no. And we have 4. Okay, so let's do another reliable text. We'll do that. And then let's go ahead and get another job for him. Forgot about that. Wow, an SBR-E. Minute 3 short track. Sure. And we have a Mistral drag strip. So I'm going to test that Mistral drag strip FRE. Well, it might be a little different because it's a drag strip, but let's give the
drag works.
The drag works? Okay. That's lucky for us. We'll give Bill Nye the SBR4 here. Hopefully he completes that. That's an easy win. And we will take out this Mistral here. Get us some XP. Oh man. Billy Bob, well, good to see you. It's been a while. Because we need a way to add our own pocket into business funds. So I think you mean separate monies, which we totally already have. So we have the business fund there that had 92 grand in it. We have, before you go to the bank app, you have our cash. We have 123K in cash. That's awesome. And then at the bank, we have, looks like we have a savings account with 100 grand in it. I got some other savings account with 40 grand in it. And then there's our tuning account with 92 grand in it. And of course, you can transfer these to others and withdrawal, deposit, all that fun stuff. In fact, let's put some money in here before we spend it all. Let's throw like 50K in. 50K for a rainy day. Okay, so let's hop back in we got a Mistral here. Looks like a little bit of a sport version. That's good. They need to go an 11.7. That's actually kind of quick. This car must already be pretty good. I think we just do the good old E85 and some tires. maybe a block if it doesn't already have one, and go from there. Definitely going to need tires. Let's go with a 15. That's just some whelp wheels. Go for a 15 by 10. Hopefully that's not too crazy. That's a lot of tire. Let's do a 15 by 9. I don't know how much horsepower we're making, but it can't be that much. Let's search for a drag tire here. Front wheel, or sorry, that's actually there. Front tires, a 28-inch drag tire. That's huge. That's massive. We're gonna run it, and let's get some race tab on this. Race tab injection. Logan's asking for help. My RLS career doesn't work for some reason, and it's just kind of broken. I know this is because Joe's Junk doesn't have junk cars. Did your save have Joe's Junk cars? I think I need more information. Your career doesn't work for some reason, just kind of broken. I know this because Joe's Junk does. Oh, okay. You're saying it's not. You're saying it's broken because Joe's Junk cars aren't there. You might have to go download the mod kind of separately through BeamNG. I don't know if it's back on the repository. I don't know if Joe's done an update yet on it. And so, I mean, see if other things are working though. It might just be that you're missing the Joe Junk vehicles, which is totally plausible. All right. Yeah, those are some huge tires. Okay, it's already $3,000 of work. We're not making a ton of money on this. This looks so silly. Let's check the block. Can we even hold a lot of power? We have a stock block. Yeah, so let's go for stage 2. I don't know what kind of power that's making. And we're not really making a lot of money at this point. I mean, we're making good money, but we're really focusing on XP anyways, so probably better just to overbuild this, get the XP, and move on. I meant to check the transmission. Yeah, it'll probably be fine. All right. Let me check something in my chat. Okay, it's a different chat. Okay, cool. What are you working on, Shift Tab?
Again, I'm just hanging out playing. Like I said, I'm really quite addicted to this game mode. This version.
But what are you doing
game
in it?
With the whole... Currently I have a BX Ute
Okay.
V8, and I need to set a 157 on the long track. So I've done R888s, or the TCB equivalent,
Okay.
and added some E85 through Race Tab.
Nice. Very nice. Honestly, that race tab is coming in such clutch.
Oh my god, it's so good. It almost makes you wonder if you should make E85 more expensive.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I hope that system gets revamped one day. It's good. It does this job, but I think there's a little more we could do to it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's the name of the game. Is we just try to push BeamNG as far as we can and enjoy the ride along the way.
100%.
All right. These tires are an absolute joke. So we're gonna put them to our advantage here. There we go. We're staged. No two-step off the chip. Wow, that was a big bog. I don't know about an 11.
That's maybe something we can do. So Billy Bob is saying, or asking, should I say, can we download your save? Maybe that is something that in the future we could include as seen on TV.
Yeah, we could. Let's see why not.
But there's no real hassle, is it? And there's nothing crazy in it, so maybe. Is that something other people would like to see? Having Raceless is safe to play with?
Wonder how often we would do that. Would we do it? Actually, wait. We can.
On the month.
I think I bought towing, didn't I? On the month, you thinking? Go to tuning shop.
Like we did conflicts.
Yeah, we could do that. I was thinking maybe even at like the end of a career save, we put up the old one. But I like the kind of like you're kind of going along with us kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I think every month. Every month shouldn't be too difficult.
Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah, we'll look into that for sure. What am I gonna do here? I need a turbo. That's what I need. A lot of bumpers. Go stage 2. We don't need anything crazy. We just need some power. That's okay. We're
Also,
spending money.
massive shout out to all of you, because there is currently 116 of you still here
Wow.
hanging out with us. And that's absolutely incredible. Thank you all so
is
much.
Being incredible, this car just got incredibly loud. Holy cow, it's echoing
Pacific at 2
too.
a.m.
Yeah, it's what this is. It's on the chip, just. Oh man, this is not a normal sound from a car. Oh, torque risk? What? Oh, we are making 600 horsepower. Holy cow. I mean, it's just a stage 2 turbo. Yeah, she's real throaty, that's right. Jeez. I put E85 on my MD70 bus. That's awesome. Welcome to BeamNG, everybody. That's what it's all about. Oh man. Little fun builds like that. All right, let's just go for a bigger block, I guess. At this point, there's no point going backwards, right? We're not in it for this one for the money. We're here for the XP. Block. In fact, we'll do ultra heavy duty. We'll let the turbo do all the work. Stream is really relaxing. Good. Glad you think so. One of those things that people always said I had a very relaxing, like, I don't know, environment. I guess I was just a very relaxing person to talk to. Never understood it, because in my mind, in my voice, I have tons and tons of emotion and reaction and stuff. Oh, let's go this way. And then I was, I started doing the YouTube stuff, and I started editing videos. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys can't tell how much I just freaked out or what I really felt. I can even hear it in myself. But everyone said it's really relaxing and enjoyable. So anyway, I guess it works. But yeah. Nitro methane garbage truck coming soon. I almost took this thing to the wall trying to read that. That's hilarious. Also, shout out to you, Spurster. If you guys don't know, Spurster made the model and really overall design for the Ibishu Yoru. Did a fantastic job, and I hope you are doing well with all your endeavors and things you got going on and life changes and stuff. Hopefully all that's starting to settle down. Logan has the status application hang error. So, turn off your police. That's the fix for that one right now. Something happened in 37 that caused that to happen, but ultimately that's the workaround for now. It's one of those bugs that's just the bane of our existence. So yeah. All right, here we go, off the chip. Actually, I'm surprised this block can handle that. This feels like an 11-second car. We have a torque warning. We're gonna get out of it. Try to pedal it. 10-3. Okay, we're good. Send it back to the customer. What are you gonna say?
I'm just send it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to blow it, and then that's the end of that customer. Oops. Currently have no XP. I think once we get this manager, though, which actually I think we're gonna get here in just a second. What do we do next? Kind of want to maybe go do some Pepper Valley stuff, some sand drag stuff. Let's also sell all these parts because we got them. We got that 10 XP. And now we should... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we still need another one. Okay, let's get another reliable tech. My faster tech is good, but I want... it sucks when you get that tech that failed. Oh my gosh, worst feeling. Let's do one more job, and then we can unlock the manager. So we got a Bastion drag pack that wants a minute 39 on the track. I didn't have a lot of success with the Bastions. Then we have this ETK 800 that wants an 11.6. We're gonna do the 800. Maybe against my better judgment, but I don't really expect to make money here. We're just trying to get that XP. See, before the taxi mission had bonuses for smooth driving, I used to build a drift school bus with 2,000 horsepower and spend hours drifting around the map. That's awesome. Now there's some taxi customers that want that, so it could go both ways. But yeah, there's certainly, what it works, how it works too, is basically just your tip is on the line. It's not going to change the amount you're actually earning and such. So you can still kind of do that. All right, so we got this wagon here. They want an 11 out of it. I don't know what it was doing. It's probably doing a 13 or a 14. It's a diesel, which, you know what? Let's give it the race tab treatment. Here we go. The exhaust is on the right side, so let's see. Race tab turbo fender exit black or steel. Let's do a black turbo exit. Don't need to worry about brakes or bumpers. I mean, we're not gonna give them the carbon fiber treatment. That's a little much. Not gonna worry about cosmetics. We can do a race tab turbocharger, sure. Why not? Injection, no. It's actually one of my favorite builds. We're gonna do we're not gonna do any body work. There's a lot of race tab body work stuff for this. Tailgate. Where's the yeah, we got the turbo. We need the fender. Front left or is it front right? I think we need a front right fender, which would be this one. Let me confirm this real quick. So yeah, there's that fender exit. We don't want wide body though. We want regular. Shout out to Jordan, who just did a ton of work on the Simple NG mod. He was doing a lot of work on the race tab stuff and made a lot of these fenders and exhaust and stuff. So I don't know if he's in the chat, but hopefully he's doing well. Okay, we got the nice thing there. I don't know. I want to change ECU too. So let's get an HMT ECU. HMT ECU with this race tab turbo on this diesel is such a fun car to drive. Where is it? Engine management. I think it's the 710 ECU. We need to figure out, is this rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? So let's take a look at something. Let's see, is it transmission? No, it's what is it? Transfer case. So okay, it's all-wheel drive, so I'm not going to worry about any traction stuff. I think this is good. Let's check the tune. Can we turn up any boost? No, and actually one more thing. Let's check the block. So the block is a stock block. We're gonna do we'll do LGN's ultra heavy duty block. Okay, this should be the ticket. It's 13 grand. So again, we're not making a whole lot of money on this deal, but he just got the race tab special, which is a little, almost a kind of sneak peek of what we have coming up next for the business. Definitely want to be able to do things like this a little quicker. 426 horsepower. That's a little lower than I expected. Huh. There's a piece missing here, and I'm not sure what it is. We have the turbo. We have the ECU. Maybe we don't. I don't know. Let's take it to the track, see how it does. No. Let's go. I think it's HMT turbos is what we want. Let me throw those turbos on real quick. It just let me know that we're gonna seal the deal. Have a happy customer. I've learned so much since I've made those race tab turbos too. It's one of those like, dang, I have a lot to redo if I ever end up redoing it. Actually, let's just search turbo. What kind of turbos do we have? Yeah, the hybrid turbo I think is the one we want. Or even a variable boost would be good. The race tab one just isn't making the boost that we need. There we go. That is all the budget. Yep. To make the phone, or to get the phone to work, you have to use the binding. Thanks, chat, for helping each other out. That's awesome to see. Also, Squirrel, good to see you in there. Yeah, inventory tab is now working. There we go. 697 horsepower. No reason why this shouldn't work. I've actually been wanting to do this fender exit build on a car in this playthrough. It's kind of cool. We get to have a taste of it real quick. Customer's dime, get paid for it. Ooh, don't hit the curb. Hey, I appreciate it, Matt, and I appreciate the honesty too. He says, I wasn't too excited about the tuning shop, but this new update is awesome. Thank you, guys. You know, that's the hard part, is these bigger updates, which you're going to see a lot more of these bigger updates. You know, the first take on it, the first stab at it is normally not really full of content just because of how much groundwork has to get laid. And so there's always been our goal to have some kind of autonomous function in this, but it's just nice that we're actually able to get to that point now. Let's turn this thing around. Okay. Get staged. Go. I don't think we have a trans brake. We have a two-step. Okay, that really helped us. Transmission shifting gears super fast. Now I remember what we were shooting for. I think it was an 11 something. We were definitely in the 10s. That will work. Very nice. 140 miles an hour. Go ahead and tow it back to the tuning shop. Go park the car. Leave it warmed up for the customer. They can ride off in it. That's one we're proud of. But sometimes it's just better just to get it in and out. Like they're almost, Bill Nye's almost done building the SBR. We get the CG on. We can take it on the short track apparently. Wouldn't recommend it. Okay, let's see. Man, chat's blowing up. Any tips on making a map RLS compatible? I'm trying to convert a map having a map I have, and the one thing that's helping me is just looking through the rest of the RLS mods. Would love any tips because I am stuck. Let me know what you're actually stuck on, but yeah, that's probably the best way to do it is start looking through the stuff that's already out there. If you go through the previous live streams, I did showcase Utah getting added in kind of, at least the main big pieces that's important. But that might be a little outdated now that I think about it too. Some systems have changed. Okay, we got that 10XP. Let's go get that manager. That's what we want. There it is. They're not locked anymore. 100 grand is not what we have either. So let's give us some money. Let's inject some money into this business. See, we got do a deposit. We have 73 grand. We'll just throw, I don't know, throw 40,000 in. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. Let's hop in here. Go to our skill tree and let's get us a manager. All right. Cycle is now self-sufficient. It's very slow and probably going to have issues and failures, but it is going to circle. So we have, if we go to our text here, capable of 1 tier. Actually, we got to back out and go back in, I think. There we go. We have our manager there. Every 30 minutes, they will be able to hire someone effectively. And Bill Nye is also driving to the short track, so we'll see if he makes his first attempt. All right, where were we? Okay, so some people on Discord are saying they can't find the phone by searching just phone, but searching toggle works. Interesting. BeamNG got very picky with keybind searching, so keep that in mind. Oh, that makes sense, StreetOS. That makes sense. Yeah, because it's not, we haven't changed it in almost a year. I'm doing parcel deliveries on Pepper Valley. Paused when I came back and unpaused. My motor redlined in blue. Oh no, that sucks. Oh, that's the worst. Just on your Patreon that you took a car out before over spawning, which means modifying that is way above my skill level. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You took a car out before over spawning, which means modifying that is way. Oh, because not before. Huh. Not really sure what you mean by that. Really like to see a shop focus on off-road stuff. Me too. When I always say this is just the beginning, and really there's so much more planned. Even past, you know, just adding different markets per se. So very cool. Give the duckling to your tech guy. I could actually. It would work. Here, Bonai, eat the sea-doo around the track. Exactly. So he's running the short track here on his first attempt. Let's see it. Is he undefeated? 2 first attempt successes in a row. Holy cow.
Whoa.
Is that not crazy or what, Shift Tab?
That's insane. Like actually insane.
That is
Did
really
not see
like
that coming.
flat out lucky. Wow. Okay, so that's 2 in the belt. We're gonna get some more XP out of that. We'll probably invest that skill tree, and then I think we go run in Pepper Valley, do a little racing there. I don't necessarily want to take the dirt trucks out because I wanted to save that for a video. Maybe we can build something else, something different. So let me know what you guys want to see. What do you guys want to see at the sand drags? What should we build? This will be a special one-off, and then we'll probably end the live stream once we race whatever we build. And I may or may not leave my computer on all night. I don't know. Now this is should be generating itself. Kind of tempting, you know what I mean?
Don't forget though, if he has a big failing streak, you could technically go negative.
That's true.
It's not a surefire, at least not right now.
That is very true. In fact, that's probably where our next 10 XP is going to go, is another shot into reliable techs. However, we are going to be starting unlocking some really big stuff. You know what? We should just work our way to perfect techs. Skip all that. Now, but I know I need a certain amount of XP unlocks here, but we have cash isn't our problem. It's XP. So maybe, chat, I let you guys decide. We are effectively more or less 2 or 3 runs away from getting the perfect techs. Do we just do that? Because then after that, in future episodes and stuff, we can just start hiring more techs and really turn this into a moneymaker. And honestly, an XP generator. In fact, how do we do it? Where's my stream? Let me make a poll real quick. All right, let's see. Hold on. How do I do this? All right, chat here.
The first time Racer has been on his YouTube.
That's right. All right, start a poll. Which should we do? I don't know, 3 to 5 more, or I'll do it this way. Unlock master text. Or I guess that would be perfect text is really the way you would say that, perfect text. Or build a sand car for Pepper Valley. There we go. Okay, start pull. All right, look at that, did a thing. Place your bets, not your bets, place your votes, decide what we're gonna do next. I wanna take a quick 5-minute break and then we will, we'll resume. So I'll be right back. right, here we go. Let's go ahead and end this poll. It looks like, wow, that's a close one. Wow, 52% say to build a sand car for Pepper Valley and 48% for the perfect text. Holy cow, what a split vote. Let's head to Pepper Valley. You know, we're gonna leave that XP there. That's all self-sufficient. It's gonna be making us money, hopefully. You can always check through the app and the bank account. Oh man, $5 on sand car. Oh, Harry might have won some money. So what sand car are we gonna build?
Geez, somebody in chat was saying Piccolina, but I know how much of a hatred you have towards that thing after a drag week. So
yeah, that was tough. I'll do it if like someone wants to. I wish there was a way to like, you know, I wish we had, and I guess Twitch has this. You were telling me about it. Like, I wish there's a way that, because I would say, okay, you know, whoever donates first gets, you know, they get to choose the car, and then like we choose that person's car. But I don't want to make, I don't want to say, hey guys, donate. I wish there's like a fictitious money or some kind of like,
yeah, a point system.
Yeah, some kind of point system or something like that. So I guess what would, the first 3 people that I see now, other than drag semi, we'll choose one of those 3 because we're not doing a semi track. Sorry. Okay, Bruckle 9. 1 vote for Bruckle 9. We'll put that on the board. Let's see. Waiting for the next. Okay, Burnside as an option. Another poll. Yeah, we can do another poll. I like polls. You know, we'll go up to 4 options. Here we go. So, start a poll. What do we build? We had, what was it? A 9, a Burnside. Looks like we have a BX as an option. You're not missing anything. Okay. You guys are choosing a lot of 2-wheel drives. I'm just saying. We got another Bruckle 9, Bruckle 99. Everyone's saying Bruckle 9. Hold on, we haven't got the vote yet. We need one more option on the ballot. I mostly have all my files as identical as I could by cross-referencing Utah and Pepper Valley, but I'm a noob when it comes to modding, so over my head. No, you're in the right spot, Speed. That's exactly where you should be. So I'm guessing you're just struggling to get the transition to work to different maps. Just double check your Lua and your script folder files, because you should have a file for both of those, and they have a certain naming they need. How do you pull up the phone? You got to make the keybind for it. Yeah, Yoru, that's a good option. The Yoru, that would be a good one too. That's actually all-wheel drive. Okay, there you go. What we're probably going to do is start the build here in West Coast, and then we'll drive over to Pepper Valley. Probably buy it at least here.
I wonder which one I picked.
Oh, I guess I get to vote too, don't I?
You do?
Actually, no. That's a trick. On my OBS, if I vote there, it likes to break or something.
I can vote for you. We'll switch accounts.
Nah, it's okay. It's fine. Votes are coming in. We'll give it about 30 to 60 more seconds. Man. Because if you guys don't already know, we do have the 9 sand car that, you know, we were already building. We'd have to build a whole nother one. Good stuff I'm doing. And hide that before people see that. And that's all good. Hide Chinatown. I've made 2 9s this career save. That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. I've only made 3 D series. 5 D series this career playthrough. Oh man, just can't stay away. Yeah, I went light this time, huh? Okay. 15 more seconds. By the time you hear this, it might even be too late.
If you want to shift up YouTube video for BX?
Oh, is that how you're gonna starting to bribe now? Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. End poll. Maybe the last few votes in, not because it's not the one I would want, but just because, you know, we're just gonna wait for everybody to get their last votes in and stuff. All right, here we go. End the poll. Where do we fare? Man, talk about split. Oh man, we are split between 9 and Yoru, both at 30%. How is this possible? You know what we gotta do. Hope you guys like these polls. Yoru or 9? Yoru 9. All right, we're down to 2 options. I'm start looking at the marketplace, what we got around here. For 9s, we currently have 3 available. Ooh, that's kind of cool. You even have the As Seen on TV salt flats one. It'll be fun. Get a second one of our own car.
The one you already have.
Yeah. What kind of Yorus? Okay, we got a drift Yoru and 2 shells. Currently. Things might change. We could even go to another map and buy something. I think Hiroshi Raceway would be better for Yorus. This will be the best map for 9s, I think. Peace Street OS both. Okay, we ain't got that much cash. We still got a business that at any moment can go under. So let's not do that. Already 27 votes again. Jeez, you guys are on it. Appreciate you guys. Let's go to end the poll. And it looks like a complete landslide. Yoru by 62%. I love to see that. Let's go ahead and let's just pick up this roller. Let's we won't do the whole picking up thing. We'll just get it delivered. I don't know where it's going to get delivered to. Hopefully this garage. All right. Joe's Junk 9. That'd be crazy. Hey, is Joe's Junk bugged? You are, I think you're asking if Joe's Junk bugged for me. So, no, yes, no. Well, okay, to answer your question, I think you're actually asking is like, how do I have Joe's Junk and you don't? If you just search in Google or something, Joe's Junk BeamNG, it should take you to the BeamNG mod page for Joe's Junk, and you should be able to get it that way. Honestly, I think what's happened is it's taken off the in-game repository, but it's still on the website, so you can kind of manually get it from there. That's probably how I have it. Or you can even, I think you can even subscribe via that too, or something. Sometimes mods get kicked off the repository, not because there's really anything huge wrong with them, but they might get flagged for an issue or a bug or outdated, and so they go and clean it up, which I think is great. It's good to keep the mod page cleaned up. Okay, I'm excited for this Yoru though. Oh, we'll go build it in Chinatown. China map isn't out yet. Okay, it's been a while since I built anything here. Oh, that's the dealership. Okay. Pull this out. Now let's look at our money stuff here. We have some money we can pull. I say we take our drag car build funds out, all 100K. We're gonna throw it all at this car. We'll put the rest back, but I don't think I'll be doing the drag build anytime soon anyways, so let's just check the tuning app, see where the techs are at. Okay, they're still waiting to get it signed, probably. That's fine. The manager will get to it. That instant manager would be really nice. All right. Let's first work on wheels. We know we're going to the sand. We also know we're going to be doing rally stuff, or we're going to want off-road suspension. So let's go ahead and put the rally suspension on, front and rear. There we go, front and rear. Always like to build while I'm in the car for some reason. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get our wheels. Now these are pretty skinny. I probably want to keep them kind of skinny. I think those whelps that typically have a sand tire on them. Maybe a 15x7. That's decently sized. Let's see if we can get a mud or a sand tire on that. Oh yeah, I think I just saw it. 28, 33-inch sand runners? That's way too big. Oh gosh, that's not right. Oh, we can only do sand runners on a 15x7. Interesting. That's not the grippy ones we want. If we want to steer, we're not in the business of steering. So we need at least probably a 15 by 8. Oh, it must be in the wrong spot. There we go. Hey, Quiet Ghoul, good to see you. Hopefully you're doing good. No problem, Logan. Hopefully that helps. Who else is playing RLS Career while watching the stream? That's so fun. Like, I don't really watch a whole lot of live streams anymore just because, again, I'm normally busy doing stuff. I remember enjoying stuff like that. It's crazy to be on the other side of it now. Glad you guys enjoy it. I don't think we have the right tires for this. I used to find these all the time. I was like almost wondering is on every rim. They're not on the 15 by 9, so let's see. Maybe just a blank 15 by 8. Go check that out. What are these? What are these wheels? I don't even know what these are. That's a funky looking thing. Mud terrain. No. Nope. Strike out again. Sometimes I wonder if I'm missing a mod. Should we do sand? No. Yeah, let's just search. You have these Sandstar wheels. I guess we'll have to go 15 by 10. That's the only thing I can think of. It's a really big wheel, but that's what we got. There we go. Some 26-inch sand paddles. Yeah, that's gonna eat. That's perfect. Okay, now we know what we're looking for. Let's go search in the front suspension. There we go. 15 by, what was it? 10. Yeah, 15 by 10. We are all-wheel drive. Or will be all-wheel drive, that is the plan. Okay. Wait a second now. Oh, wrong tire. There we go. Sand paddles. What mod are the sand tires from? It's one of Mio's mods. I can't remember the exact name, but if you search Mio, just get all his stuff. All of Mio's mods are fantastic. You're not going to go wrong with all of them. Everything we're using is in the collection, which just got its latest update, actually, today. So you can, well, I guess you'd have to get the Patreon version, which is still free. Or you'd wait a few days. Once I upload it to the repository, it'll take a few days for it to go through the approval process. Let's purchase that. All of our running gear for 30 grand. Wow. Hey, look, we know we got the best of the best. Not gonna get any better than that. We might, I don't even know if we're gonna raise the suspension. We'll see. Let's start putting on some body panels. I know everyone would be, or a lot of people really like to do the no body panels, lightweight, min-max the thing, but I want this to look like a car, you know? We're definitely gonna do some panels. I'm gonna look for some, do we have wide body on the Yoru? I guess it'd be the RS stuff. You know, in hindsight, we probably should have done the rally chassis, but that'd be expensive to go back now, so... And it's expensive to do. Let's just do some RS stuff here. We probably shouldn't have a front bumper, if we're honest. Yeah, that's the one thing we don't want. Get some doors. Go full RS on this. Do RS space. Is that going to help our searching? Not really. Okay. We'll do RS fenders. I don't think we need to rally fenders. Get all these doors. When is the drift server coming back? That's a good question. I've been kind of planning some... In my mind, I've been planning a bunch of like grassroots events and stuff, but I have not had a chance to even think about what, like, a time to do it. We're gonna go no side skirts. We're just gonna rip off anyways. So yeah, I'm not sure when. We need to jump back into that. I mean, the server, I mean, there should still be a public server online. If there's not, then I'll need to look into that. That looks good. I do want to put a bumper on. We'll put an RS bumper on. Playing while watching live, heck yeah. Just trying to figure out what I want to do myself. Too much to do. Well, the second vote was a 9, so maybe do a sand 9. I don't know. The question you need to ask yourself is, do you have money or do you not? That is the ultimate question. Take off the rear diffuser. Where we're going, that's going to fall off too. Let's go finish these doors up. It's always a balance between, oh, I need cash to do the thing I want, or I don't know what I want to do. So then you start trying to figure it out and spend a ton of cash on things you probably shouldn't have. That's all looking good. We're going to change the steering wheel. It's the thing people hate most about the Yoru is the base steering wheel. Luckily, there's a sport steering wheel that comes with it. A little more aggressive. Let's get that roof scoop. I really like a roof scoop. There we go. Go painted. And then we just need a trunk. Go ahead and put a trunk on. And then definitely need some kind of wing, which I think we can just, let's see. The different ways of searching things from the different part inventories are a little confusing sometimes. We can go rally, or we can go RS, or we could go rally. We gotta go rally. This looks too good. Get some tail lights. Price-wise, we're doing pretty good. It's not too much. There we go. And let's just purchase this now. We're gonna get some, actually let's get some headlights. I like it without the headlights though. It looks so good. Okay. Hop on out. Doing good on cash. We spent probably in the neighborhood of 50 grand. I spent all my money on the new business skill tree. Yeah, be careful and good luck. You know, make sure you gotta get the skill points first, so that's gonna help you tiptoe into it. But there's we in our testing saves and stuff, we've bankrupted a couple saves trying to do things that were not the suggested, or we had too many failures. I think my first build I accidentally used nitrous and sprayed into the wall, broke the client's car, and I was out like 20 grand right off the rip. It was so bad. All right, part customization. Now it's time for the really fun bit, the engine bit. So we're definitely gonna go with the modern engine, the RS engine. And let's see, what do we got here? It's been a long time since I built the Yoru. We'll go with a Ford. Let's go billet block. We're going for it all. That should allow some sleeves. Let's go for... Oh, we have race tab sleeves too we can use. Well, the stock ones, the stage 3s, that's pretty good. Let's go with that. We're not going to make a ton of horsepower, I think. Put a 2.5 liter stroker kit in it. Let's do... I think it's... we'll go stage 3 valve train. This doesn't really matter. We'll go... Yoru version. Engine management adjustable race, of course, for where we're going. Yes, 71 grand in cash we can play with here. Obviously, you guys probably already knew it. We're going for the twin turbo set. Absolutely, heck yeah. And you know what? We need the hood exits. Those turbos are going to eat so much sand. It's so bad. Oh no. Heck yeah. We're getting somewhere. Okay, so intake cones. We want those to be painted. I don't know if you're still here, Spurs Turbo. Isn't this a blast from the past? Remember all the work we did on this thing? It's so crazy. Transmission. We'll do a 3-speed drag glide. Okay, ouch. We're not doing that. Take it out. Take it out. That must be broken. Is the 2-speed broken? Yep, broken. Don't do 2-speed. I guess we'll have to... And that's the hard part about playing with your mods is you see all the stuff you gotta fix. I don't know why that's broken. Maybe it's with this engine specifically. All right, 6-speed sequential it is. Valve cover, we'll paint it with slot 2. And pretty much all we're gonna do. I guess we'll do some methanol, right? Let's go with E85. I don't want to run methanol because the gas stations are so far and few between on Pepper Valley. Some E85 there. Really using up our cash. It was part of the plan. It's fine. We'll do an anti-lag system as well. Let's do a low one though. And I think that's good. I think that's good for now. Let's do a little paint design. Let's do actually, yeah. Paint design. Oh yeah, what are these? Let's do Miami. Yeah, we'll do Miami. That could be fun, right? Now we gotta come up with a color scheme. Let's purchase this. Okay, we don't have a ton of... actually, let's see how much horsepower we're making right now. 500. Okay, let's crack 1200 minimum. That's the goal. How do you buy the business thing? You go to the Fast Automotive garage there and walk up to the computer and press buy. Think RS spoiler? Kind of like how radical this thing looks. Do you do new saves for each update? I guess you can say I do new quarterly saves normally. There's been a couple times I've skipped and done the same save twice in 2 BeamNG updates. There's also been times I've started multiple saves within an update. But I try to kind of restart quarterly. Although this one I'm really enjoying. I don't know if I want to restart again. I'm sure I will. Tuning, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so RPM limit, yes, all of it. Turbo target RPM. Oh wow, I didn't realize I put that in here. Oh, that's for the anti-lag. Got it. Okay. Is all of that? Oh, okay. I don't like how that's set up. We could have done that better. Let's turn up. Oh my gosh, 80 psi on E85. I don't know about that. That's a lot. We also need to go check our final drives. Okay, let's do this. There's no way this engine holds at all. Let me quickly put some final drives in before I forget, and we're gonna see how much horsepower we're making now. Yeah, 444 was not gonna be good. Let's do race adjustable. We want some long final drives, I think. With the power we're gonna be doing, we're chasing wheel speed here. Let's see. That's funny, Lewis. All right. Okay, so we did that. Let's hop in this thing. Last thing we're gonna do is paint it. All right, 1500 horsepower. That's not bad. That should hold. Should hold just fine. We could do more on methanol, but I think 1500 is good. It's good for what we got. Let's go for some painting. I really like this gray and green look. I want this to be kind of fun, right? So oh man, how long was I muted for? I accidentally muted my mic. Oh my goodness. Shift tab, how are you doing? Are you there? Maybe? No? Okay. Huh. Okay, well, yeah, I was just going back and forth on colors. I think we're going to go with this gray and green. It is very similar to Brian's Evo. It's the livery is kind of based off that. So you could easily make it into that. In fact, there's a version of it like that. All right. So, I think the car's ready. 1500 horsepower. Do we have a ZR1 mod that works with Career? You mean like from a Corvette? No. Not that I know of, but I hope one day soon. I really hope one day soon, Harry. We might have to do it ourselves. Who knows? But I feel like that's missing. All right, let's change this music for the last time. Let's go with this one. It's been a long time since we did one of these longer streams. Okay, here we go. Gregory, how are you still awake? I thought you went to sleep forever ago. Holy cow. You have a good night. Man, sun set a long time ago for you on your side. Before we take off, let's check these engine mounts. That was a lot of engine shake. I don't know if we can do better than that, though. Let's see, mounts, engine mounts. Okay, heavy duty. Let's do heavy duty mounts. Why does it look so much like the Sunburst? Because it's based off the Sunburst chassis. It's kind of like the lore behind it is that Ibishu, bought the rights and used the rights of the Sunburst chassis to make an Evo version of the Sunburst. Okay, so these tires are terrible on asphalt. I always forget that. We're going to assume the power holds as well. I don't really want to test it here in the city. Definitely don't want to wreck. That's funny, McCrory. We have a good one. Enjoy your sleep. Appreciate all the testing you did as well during this week and this update. There's a lot. Okay, Sunburst is turning. It's a nice Sunburst, though. I like that. I'm a sucker for black on black cars. Very controversial, but I really enjoy it. Shift Tab was here, he'd probably be yelling at us. See the fast reference on the paint job, Grip Paul Walker? Absolutely, yeah. No, this is very much based off that. You should see the actual config of it. It looks really good. The Talking Bath even let us use one of his rims that look very similar to the real version. And I built the config to spec to what the movie one had. Apparently that movie one had like 600 horsepower or something nuts. I had no idea. Have a good one, Gregory. How can I get the new update for free? The only way to get the new update with all the business stuff for free is to wait for it to be public released. That's the official way. I highly suggest you don't try other ways because a lot of them tend to be filled with viruses and such. Just be patient. It'll come out soon enough. Don't worry. Or it's $5.99 on Patreon or $4.99 on Patreon. I guess there's always that option if you didn't know about that. Now, one thing I'm noticing is I think we have open diffs. We're already so close to Pepper Valley, though. I kind of want to just... We're going to travel to Pepper Valley. We'll go to the garage, change up our diffs, and then hit the sand. Oh, is Shift Tab finally back? He's showing himself in chat. Maybe not. Never watched the ones like Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift. I watched all the other ones. Yeah, I started with the OGs. Oh, you're on your phone. Gotcha, Shift Tab. Gotcha, St. Louis. Yeah, I mean, everything comes out for free eventually. We just gotta go through the beta processes and really appreciate all those that support us. Not only because it helps us, but it even helps us just with testing and tweaking the game as we're building it and stuff. Or the career mode, I should say, the RLS career mode. Use the Utah dirt drag. You know what? Not a bad idea, Alan. Let's first go to Utah, because that garage is a lot closer. We'll even do a quick drag pass on the dirt drag, see what it does, and then we'll go back to Pepper. That's the plan. Good plan. That's a good plan. We have no front headlights, so we can't get pulled over. It's okay because we turned off police because of the issues we've been having. Normally I would go a lot quicker here, but I don't want to. These tires have no side grip, which totally makes sense. I love that aspect of it, but it is tough. Easy to lose control. Get this car die out in Utah and then head to Pepper. Play in the sand. All right. Travel to Pepper Valley. Oh, I was supposed to go to Utah. Dang it. In one ear, out the other. Now, we have been having some issues with map traveling in that once you travel to a map, some things don't function, like cargo. You just have to restart the game. You'll be in the map. In fact, Pepper actually, last time I did this, Pepper had an issue where it didn't spawn in the car or something. So we'll see how that works. Hope it doesn't, but I appreciate it, Gob. He says the Patreon is totally worth it. I very much appreciate that. I hope so, especially for those that have supported, because I always want people to get their value, but I also don't want people, you know, if they're having FOMO and stuff, to make purchases they regret. That's the worst. Buyer's remorse is the worst. Okay, looks like we're loading in. We'll see if we spawn correctly. Any second now. How do you get those loading screens? Oh yeah, somebody mentioned that. So Shift Tab has been adding loading screens to the stuff. Also, I'm going to hide our little schedule here. And so I think it's just in the latest betas, to be honest. I'm not. I would assume so. I don't think we would take it back out. And we are stuck under the map, which happens from time to time, especially Pepper Valley. I need to figure out why that's happening. It's not supposed to be happening. Oh yeah, we're way over here. What if I F5? F5 help? Nope. Oh, we're like kicked out of career mode. Ooh, okay. Let me just restart real quick.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Remind me, we gotta fix the Patreon, or we gotta fix the Pepper Valley spawning in. We're having some issues getting in.
I can add it to a list.
Kind of like kicks it out of career, so I think it's something with that second version of map thing. You remember that we switched? This might be using the old version now that I think about it. So you can troubleshoot that to see if Hiroshi also does it, because I think that one's still on the old version, but I don't know. Let's jump back in. We're probably not gonna go to Utah and back to Pepper now. We're just gonna do the sand stuff and find a garage and get our diff set. With our last $7,000. Oh gosh. Chat's loving the loading screens, by the way. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. I actually have a little bit of a question for chat. So, as you can see on Raceless one, we do have a few that do feature as seen on TV, like the as seen on TV cars in general. But I'm wondering, would you guys prefer to see these like clean, simple shots? Or would something a little bit more technical, like say a car drifting or a car off-roading, would you prefer that? So let me know. That'd be really helpful.
They are fantastic looking though. You outdo yourself every time with every picture. They're always so good.
It's a lot of fun when people appreciate the small work.
Yeah. We're loading into Pepper just fine now. Obviously, AJ's is the closest, but I don't have a spare 1.5 million on me. I think we're still front-wheel drive. Oh, wow. You definitely gotta get this fixed. You know what? Hold on. Let's be smart about this. Let's just tow to Uncle's. Save us some driving. Actually, we're gonna tow to Salt Flats, because we own that. There we go. Do some work on this thing. Totally bought the wrong transfer case and everything. Let's see. Yeah, transfer case. Wow, we can't afford the rally. Can barely afford. We'll just sport RS. That's fine. That's a good all-wheel drive system. Front diff. Let's do limited. Clutch type limited is really what we need. At least normally, I would say. Rear suspension probably didn't get a diff yet either, did it? Oh, it did get the race limited. Okay. Actually, oh, because it's rally, right? Okay. So, well, that's good. But I guess what we need to do, that front diff probably should be race limited as well. Let's do that. There we go. Well, since we're at the Salt Flats, maybe we do a little top speed run, do a little shakedown on the engine and all that. We'll fuel up, and then we'll head over the head over to the sand dunes. We don't have two-step on this car, surprising. All right, here we go. Place your guesses. What kind of top speed are we gonna see? I have no idea what the final drive is. It's probably, I have no idea, maybe a 3.5. Here we go. Staged. assume we're not burning through the clutch. Very well might be. Okay, we have another gear, but we don't have any more heat in the motor. Our engine is overheating. We did not get a good radiator. So I'll try to keep going. Oh, I can't keep going. That thing's getting way too hot. We're just gonna get the reward out of this. I mean, it was a good build, but we missed some pieces, didn't we? It's only mile 2. We'll definitely upgrade the radiator, and then that'll be it. I'm so used to running methanol cars. Like almost every build of mine is methanol that I'm just used to not running a radiator. It's kind of crazy. You want to run your Brecco 9 with my Brecco 9 in the salt flats? That'd be crazy. Are you talking about my salt flats version or my sand one? Okay, top speed through there was 203 miles an hour. That's pretty good. Let's actually tow back to salt flats because I think we have one more tow. And let's get a radiator. What did we break? We didn't break anything. Okay. Oh, let's get a radiator. Ultra high performance. Hopefully that holds. That was the one weak point on this car, was cooling, and we kind of wanted it that way. We wanted the car to have some weak points and some characteristics. Kind of hard to balance because most people want like a perfect running car. We really wanted it to have some characteristics. Go for a 261 final drive ratio. Should get us some good wheel speed if we can actually get there. We are not going to do another final drive because it's going to take so long to get back. My salt flat 9, yeah, it's a good one. It could use some more work in the oven. It's a handful, which makes it fun. You don't just hit the gas and go. You kind of really have to manage your throttle the entire run and make sure you light up at the right time and not blow the engine at the wrong time. But I think we've seen a 290 in that Brecco 9, which is probably a lot more on the table. So got plenty of fuel. Had a great looking Yoru. Should be a good time. Trying not to get in a wreck here. We're gonna get a little asphalt action, and then we're just gonna hit the sand. I don't really want to go down the trails because trails are a little bit too rutted for a low car like this. Just got the RLS Career Collection. I just want to say you guys cooked with this. I haven't even started it. Started hitting the pack yet. I can already tell they're going to be good. I appreciate it, but also, shout out to the many mod creators. I'm sure over 100 mod creators that have. Well, it's interesting because the Career Collection used to be hand-packed. We hand-packed all the mods. We had to get everybody's permission, and so many amazing mod creators were willing to. Oh gosh, oh that could have been so bad. So many mod creators were willing to share and let us put their mods in a collection. Now that we use the repo though for everything, we don't really have to get that permission, but still, some amazing mods out here in BeamNG. And it's awesome to be able to find a pack of mods that make them all work together or help them all work together. As you guys know, the Repo Mod Manager uses Tristan's custom system that allows for the merging of some files that normally would conflict with each other. So there's some wizardry going on in the background of the Repo Mod Manager to allow for the collection to work. But yeah, it's an amazing collection. Some amazing mods. They mostly all work together. Does CK Skybox work on this RLS map or this map too? Yes, it does. Good point. I always forget to turn it on. We'll go with Shirakarba. That's Shift Tab's favorite. It's good looking. I don't know if that's that is different than vanilla or different than it's normally set at. Okay, so here's the half-mile drags. We hit our intercooler on a ditch really bad, but luckily it's still there. It didn't break somehow. Here we go. Here's a 1960s flathead 8. That's cool. Mine's like this 4-cylinder thing. A little closer, a little closer. There we go. We're staged. No two-step, off the chip. Second gear launch. Very nice. Keep getting that wheel speed up. Okay, fifth, it's starting to bog a little bit. Engine's starved of oil. Engine's getting hot. Getting out of it a little early. 14.7 for 6 grand. That's not bad. For 1,500 horsepower, I'll take that. Oof, that was fun. Anti-lag still kicking in. The engine definitely got hot and got a little starved of oil. There's not really a whole lot we could do differently with this build to avoid that. Let's go and do another run. Just here to say, out of all of the games with mods available, RLS is the tipping point for me to go PC. That's awesome, James. I hope you enjoy the PC world, because it was only a few years ago I went PC, and gosh, I haven't looked back. It's amazing. It's the communities that are there, the modding, the capabilities. It takes gaming to a whole new level. Dusty says, yo, this thing looks crazy. I just realized I was super far behind on the stream. That's funny. Glad you enjoy it. We're gonna do a quarter-mile drag now. We're gonna try to shift a little sooner. I think we could have shifted a lot sooner during that, and we'll do a second gear launch again. It's holding. It's getting hot. We're gonna stay in it. Okay, a 948 in the quarter. That's not bad. 4,700 bucks. The car's not really gonna pay for itself, but it's gonna be a lot of fun along the way. That's for sure. Let's do some actual hill climb stuff. Sand dune climbing. I want to be careful. You saw in the little stuff we did at the very beginning, it's really easy to overshoot and just clear the hill. We don't want to do that. We're going to let out nice and early. One thing I'm noticing with the Yoru, though, it does not like being on the chip, and this is all about kind of being on the chip, so see how it goes. Get under that 5 mile an hour threshold without stalling. There we go. We're staged. Oh, we bogged so bad. Okay, good practice run. All right, and on the brakes, 831 for 3 grand. That wasn't bad. We didn't launch or anything. Let's try that again. Be careful going down here. Had to watch from the beginning to see the updates. Question: how do you use the skybox mod? I always see you talk about it. I think I've downloaded, maybe not. Yeah, so it's the button under the backspace button, the / or backslash. I'm not sure which slash it is. Thank you, Shift F, for being on it. All right, here we go. That's right. It's staged. Start building some boost. Here we go. Second gear launch. Engine's getting hot. Try to not overshoot. Okay, 7 seconds even for 7,400 bucks. It's good money until you clear it and you total your car. That's when it gets really bad. I just feel like this desert needed a giant dune. So I actually had to dig down and then dig back up. I also found how low, this is about as low as you can go on the terrain before bad things happen. Get lined up here, stage, there we go. And scared because we get that over rev risk. We gotta build boost to get launched here, so let's send it again. I'm gonna leave it in second. Off the gas. That's the harder one. That's a harder shutdown. 646 for 10 grand. Nice. I want to try the other two again, because I think we can stay in it longer. We'll try the middle one. This is so fitting too, the 2 giant turbos sticking out the front. I love that. Maybe we'll do a little cinematic camera action. It's the / Appreciate it. I don't know what these buttons are called. I just know how to use them. Get staged up here. Looks like we are staged. Here we go. I have no idea where the end is. I feel like it's really soon. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, but we did miss the finish. Oh, that's a bummer. I get trying to do cinematic shots while doing the thing. Let's try the third one again I want to stay in it a little bit longer, and that seems to be like to be the easiest to stay in. Should go well. We are using a lot of fuel though. Already at half a tank. But we're making good money. I just totaled mine, got a 674 though. Which side was it with your 9? That's really good, especially your 2-wheel drive, I assume, unless you made it 4-wheel drive, which is possible with Seep stuff. All right, there we are. Okay, full bore, here we go. I really like second gear, it really pulls really well. Okay, oh no, we stalled, I can't, oh shoot. Dang it. Oh, well, we got 658, that's pretty good. Shoot. And nothing's welded or anything. We're basically dead in the water. Oh, we're crawling a little bit. Well, that might be the end of this Yoru. Definitely a cool car. Definitely did its job well. I would have throttled up at the last minute and kind of pitched the car back, and it would have been probably just fine, except it stalled, and I couldn't get it going in time to try to get some wheel speed to try to get it to pitch backwards. So that is a problem. It was rear wheel drive, your 9. Holy cow. You're nice. I just made a roamer that burns through 90 liters of fuel in 10 seconds flat. That's crazy. Sounds like some nitro meth. Funny, I got the slashes confused. The button under the backspace is backslash. Oops, that's funny. I don't think we'll ever know now. What do you think of Project Motor Racing? You know, that's a good question for Shift Tab, I think, because I'm actually not familiar with what it is. Is that the new... It's not the new Assetto, is it? No, that's something else.
No, it's meant to be new sim racing game that is coming out, but it's made from the creators of Project Cars, so I'm not very hopeful.
I played a lot of Project Cars 2. That was a lot of fun. That's the most time I've spent on wheel was actually in Project Cars 2. So that'd be pretty cool. I just didn't like what they did with 3.
Yeah, it kind of went downhill a lot because they've had so many different names.
Yeah.
Like that whole team. It used to be Need for Speed. Like some of it.
Oh, really?
Need for Speed Shift, which then evolved to Project Cars.
Huh.
And then now it's evolving to Project Motorsport.
Interesting. Yeah, I was following them for a while. I enjoyed second one, but I was really disappointed there wasn't like yellow flags and other stuff that basic arcade racing games had in 2004. And they talked about how the next game they plan to do it. And of course, when I hear game companies say stuff like that, I always get really like hung up on that detail. Like, okay, you said you do it. I want to see you do it. And then they got bought out. And as soon as they got bought out, I knew it. I said, oh man, there goes everything. And sure enough, it went kind of more arcadey and and then the no yellow flags came. So kind of bummed about that, but it is what it is.
It's a big roller coaster. I feel like those games like that.
It is. I imagine being in that industry and that team, right? Like you're just bouncing through these games and never really doing exactly what you wanted, maybe. So
different investors and stuff.
Yep. Well, I think this is a good place to end the stream. I hope you guys really enjoy this week's updates. Next week, you know, it's a big holiday week, and I'd love to say that we're slowing down and taking a little bit of a breather and going to enjoy the holidays and, you know, focus on a balanced life and just hang out. But we actually are dropping some major stuff next week. It's going to be probably one of the busier weeks we've seen on the channel in several months, I'd say. So, be on the lookout. Shout out to the team that makes this all possible. Shift Tab, I know you'll be pulling a lot of weight, doing a lot this next week. I know Tristan's always doing a lot. You know, I plan on doing a lot up until I leave for my little trip, and it's just nice to be able to get away and you guys kind of take over, and quite literally on some days. So looking forward to that. Hopefully this holiday season we can find some time to take a break, but I think that's
doubt.
Yeah, right. Sorry, I just lied to myself there. But yeah, you guys enjoy the update. Let us know your thoughts, any issues you come across. Let us know in the Discord. And you guys have a good evening. We'll see you next week, Banks, and have a good one.
See you later.